And welcome back, everybody. The last time that we left off, we were in the middle of a tense situation where some shrouded individuals with cloaks of animal furs were leaping off of icebergs onto the deck of the Emerald Greats. Is that what you
Emerald
named
Destiny?
it? Emerald Destiny?
I don't remember.
I think it's the Emerald Destiny.
Okay.
Emerald tacos!
And you guys were basically had no problem dropping them as they were trying to attack the vessel. But Lyda has been trying to avoid running into these icebergs. As this whole situation is just really weird because this is supposed to be a tropical environment. Why in the world is it so cold, and why is there ice floating in the water right now? And she's just taking the helm, and she's just going back and forth, trying to steer the ship through these gaps in the icebergs. And this is where we left off last time. And Silas, I can't remember. Were you?
I think I did fall in the water, to be honest.
You fell in the water, but then didn't you teleport or do something?
Yeah,
you
I have.
Right on one of the other icebergs with somebody else.
Yeah, I have.
It's been 2 months.
I might have a picture.
Yeah, check to see. I asked. Ramsey says she doesn't have it in her pictures either. I think somebody stole it from all of our phones.
Somebody stole it. Someone hacked into all of our phones and said,
Plotline and Kingdom Hearts.
Because I thought you sent it to me, but then I looked at all of my
And it's
text
not
message
there?
history, and it's not there. And I didn't save it into my
I don't know if I
phone.
took one.
It's like
Did I take one?
I don't think so.
So I know you guys were shouting, "Stop fighting, stop fighting," but they
Yeah.
kept on attacking. But you kept on
So-
dropping them.
Well, I'm okay with.
I just stuck myself up, Luffy on the front of the ship.
Yeah,
Honestly-
I think you were still on the ship.
I have.
1014. That helps.
Okay. I have my teleport spell up right now, so I could technically be anywhere on a bonus action.
Okay.
So it's like 60 feet to teleport somewhere. Far step. Yeah. So I'll put myself out of danger, but not back on the ship to keep it fair, I guess. And then I don't know where we are in initiative.
I think we were at the end of I think I stopped at the end of the initiative round.
Hmm.
So we'd be back up at the top. And what you guys can see is basically you guys are going this way through this little channel. If you guys would, for me, you could slide all the icebergs this direction.
Okay.
And if they're really close to this side, you can just kind of make them disappear off the off the map. Instead of moving the boat, we're going to move the environment.
Perfect.
And then that iceberg becomes visible, and you can see that there's two individuals. And Robert, if you could put your miniature right in between those two fellas over there. There's an interesting dwarven figure on that iceberg who is kind of sitting on the iceberg and is bound with these two other individuals, and they stop. They don't put their weapons away. Their weapons are still drawn, but you don't see anybody make any kind of move to go after Silas or to jump on the ship or anything like that. The woman that is standing, or actually she's kind of perched on top of a saber-toothed tiger back there on that one iceberg, kind of shouts up towards the vessel. "Stop immediately, or you'll sink your vessel yourself."
Yes, stop the boat.
And then it just passes the initiative down to Willow and Rowan, whatever Rowan and Willow would do.
You're in your dice tray.
I am in my dice tray. Oops.
I did.
I couldn't. I thought you were flying around. But
I
couldn't
was.
necessarily
I don't remember
figure out.
where I was. I think I was on the other side. Do you remember?
Sure.
Sure.
You are
I
now?
was on the other side. I will.
Were you dive bombing penguins? It's a penguin
I
over here.
was. I didn't like that one penguin. He
She's
looked
gonna
real.
pick it up and eat it.
He looked shifty.
Swoop in like a hawk. But they said stop.
I know they did. That don't
She's
mean I'm
gonna
gonna
cast
stop.
Moonfire on all of them.
Fireball on the
Yeah.
iceberg.
Fireball. Everything else.
Has there been has there been actual combat?
Oh,
Yes.
we've slain a couple.
It's been like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
And
looking
I,
at my
think,
thing
I
on.
honestly think you were like maybe using a bow and arrow to like shoot some of them. I think.
I think so.
We had to
think that's
convince
what
you
we had
not
to-
to jump in the water.
Yes, we did do that.
Have I been injured? Because I'm showing 21 hit points on D&D Beyond.
You should. We didn't use your character sheet
Yeah,
to
we didn't use your character sheet, so
keep track
you,
of health.
You,
So you
you
do a
should
long
be.
rest.
You had a long rest, so you
Yeah.
should be full.
Okay.
Full up.
It wouldn't let us actually use it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Or I don't think we want it.
I'm just gonna stop where I am. Am I within 30 feet of the closest person?
Depending on how high you were, there's a penguin right underneath you.
Well, not the penguin. Well,
There's these guys who are
Yeah.
probably somewhat close.
okay. I'm
It's
gonna
a
stay
shifty
within.
looking guy that's tied up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay within 30 feet and hold an action. Do you know which action I'm holding or no?
If it's a spell and you
It-
don't cast it, you
is a
lose the
It
spell.
is a
slot.
cantrip.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. you
Okay.
can hold a cantrip, Sure.
Just if they become aggressive again, I'll let it go.
Okay, you got it. Will do. The other minion groups kind of seem to hold their position. Robert, can you describe to them what your character looks like, even though you're bound?
Absolutely. Wrote a little blog for this.
Looks like a truck.
So you'll see a
I was looking at your
dwarf who looks a little bit unusually tall for a dwarf. His visible skin is carved by different runes with muted colors. He's bald, but he has an unkept white beard. He has black eyes. He doesn't. He's not like a necessarily a young dwarf, but he's also not quite old either. It's kind of hard to tell with like all the carvings. He wears heavy armor decorated with ships, sails, fish, and shells. He has a large belt, and the buckle on it has a giant club on it. All his other gear that he has while bound is looks like a mix between like sailor's gear and then like adventuring gear.
So at this moment, like you feel like a strong grip on your shoulders. One of those people that are next to you, kind of like, sit still. And then that's all they do on their turn. Just bring us to Silas.
Okay. I can't see what's going on over there.
Well, you can't.
But I did hear this lady say we're going to stop the boat. So my first and only love is my boat.
Yeah.
Not the sea, my boat. So I am going to bonus action get back on the boat. And a bolt of thunder.
Okay.
Well,
Bolt of thunder?
Yeah, bolt of thunder, yes.
Bolt of thunder.
A clap of thunder. And tell Ida to stop the boat.
Oh, yes, Captain.
And tell Cog to drop in anchor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So Lida kind of gives the commands for everybody to start lowering the sails, and you see your crew take their weapons and start putting them away and start running to the mast and all the ropes and riggings and start to attach them and untie them and start kind of like bringing in the sails as quickly as they can. Kopic, is there anything you would be doing as this is all taking place?
Now, assuming that I'm up towards the front where I just randomly threw myself, I would just be watching the strange thing over here. Just this whole occurrence that is now showing up. Because, I heard Captain say everybody cut it out, and I heard him say stop the boat. I don't know why I'm not still trying to kill these people, but at the same point, they've got one of their own tied up, so something's a little weird.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like if we make eye contact, if you're looking at me, I'm gonna go.
That's interesting.
Also, as you're doing that, you're pondering, and you look over, you see that penguin sitting there. It just goes. just cocks a head sideways towards you and. I don't know what penguins do.
Comet takes a shot at the penguin.
No,
All
no.
right.
No, not the penguin.
Make a roll.
Well, not a seal.
That's his regular intelligence check to make sure that what he's doing is good in his brain.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay, roll your damage.
No. What did that penguin ever do to you?
Cocked his head at me.
Look at me funny.
He looked at me funny.
Nat 20. No, 8.
That's a 10.
A 10? Alright, so Kovic, seeing that penguin, pulls out longbow.
Yep.
Pulls out a longbow, and you guys hear. And you guys hear. And you hear. Ow! Ouch! You shot me! And then it like splashes into the water.
Oh no. What did you do?
Comic looks up towards towards Willow. Is like, they talk.
They are what they do.
Hold, Silas!
You
Or
want
Silas, the
Silas?
Copic, hold! I can't even think straight.
Everybody on the ship can hear that.
Yeah.
All right, that's Comic's turn. Obu's probably just going to be chilling out.
Yeah.
What would your character do? Anything in particular? You just witnessed that guy that you just shook your head no to all of a sudden pull a longbow out, shoot a penguin, that then started shouting in pain and agony.
I'm gonna hold an action to do one of my features that's not a spell.
Okay. All right. What will be the trigger?
If it looks like I can, like, if I think I can, like, get out of the bonds, or if it maybe looks like I can bully them out, then that will be the trigger for me to do my bonus action.
Okay, you got it. All right, so the icebergs are going to shift this way a little bit, as it takes a little bit of time for the ship to start to slow. But just take one iceberg and kind of put it back over there and just keep recycling them. Because I only have here's another one if you need one.
Yeah.
As you guys continue to kind of push forward and the icebergs keep going.
Gotta keep a cool head.
Especially.
Gotta keep it cool. So you see these individuals, the woman perched on the tiger is looking, and as the ship's coming by, she's just like, she's eyeing everything. Like, she's looking at it.
Well, I'm looking at her.
With wide eyes. She's like, I need to speak with the captain of this vessel. If you wish to pass, there is a toll to move through the rest of the icebergs.
Speaking.
Oh,
Step down.
yeah. So as you're kind of slowing up, she can kind of see there.
My character will continue to be like, when you get away with it, be like,
And Comic is still watching as this is shifting. He's just going to be walking along.
You're doing the backwards escalator, walking platform thing.
I'm just still got the bow out.
So I'm going to give a chance for everybody to kind of go through this sequence before like a long conversation takes place. But as Willow and Rowan, we're going to do like one more rotation through this order until we kind of like. I just want to see if there's anything in particular you guys want to do before negotiations take place or something like that. So Willow and Rowan, is there anything you would want to do? So nothing really aggressive happens, so you didn't have to cast your spell. Well, somebody did shoot a penguin.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little concerned about that.
It screamed. I don't know what it was anymore.
It did scream. It's probably gone. It didn't pop back up. I guess I would see the person tied up and I would just look.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do. I'm just looking.
Are you
closer.
kind of like flying circles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just in that area, like, what's happening
What's your
here?
response to this? You see, there's a halfling riding on an owl, like flying through the air around you.
Anytime I'm like, if I can see any of you and like make contact with any of the crew, I'm just gonna slightly do this and like, just do know when I can get away with it.
I don't know what that means.
I can't see anything.
Can I? Would you say that I saw him do that if I'm looking at him?
Yeah, he's trying to.
What's your perception?
The only
Like
people I'm
20?
trying to
Yeah, my
hide-
perception's
The
super
only
high.
people I'm trying to hide this from are these two.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Ooh, that was
18 on the die.
Ooh. What kind of what are your
Plus 8.
expressions? What are you? She would pick up on.
Tell
what
the
you're
truth.
trying to.
I'm trying to essentially imply that like with all my gear on, because I've got like a bit of sailor's gear,
Mhm.
like this will happen to you.
Oh, he's trying to
He's warning us.
warn you.
Ah, interesting. I'm going to slowly nod. And then I'm going to speak telepathically to our captain.
Hmm.
Silas, it's a trap. They have someone tied up over here. They're going to do it to us too.
Okay. Heard, chef.
Chef.
He can telepathically respond to you. with
Maybe.
your-
We talk about this every time.
Okay, yeah. Or we're just.
We
yeah.
don't know.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Thumbs up behind my back.
Yeah.
Behind the shadow.
Love it. The minion groups don't really do anything because they've been commanded to kind of stop. As one of them sees you kind of like looking up towards and shaking your head, it kind of gives you an elbow a little bit. Hey, stop that. But that's all they do. Silas.
What is the price for passage?
Well, looks like a captain such as you can afford to pay one. How about... That's a pretty nice staff you got there.
Okay.
Does that
That's
hap-
all you want is my stick?
Does that happen to be magical?
Depends on the wielder.
We'll let you pass for 3 magical objects.
That's... wow. Impressive. What do you do with these magical objects?
Let's just say they guarantee our survival.
Oh no, you're not in charge.
Such an asshole.
I am in charge.
And at that point,
Insight
I'll be
check. Insight check. Insight
Just like
check.
insult him.
You can roll
Continue with
insight.
the charade.
Roll insight check.
So we can all hear this conversation.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, they're talking about it. If you can hear.
I'm just watching this guy down there.
Yeah, and you've seen them like when they notice him like trying to send you guys signals, they're like elbowing him or drawing attention to him and like grabbing him and telling him to stop. You know?
Like that. There you go, skills. Insight. Oh, plus 5. 19.
19.
Yeah.
Here's the vibe you get. She does believe that she's in charge
Uh-huh.
of
Something.
probably this group of people.
Okay.
So she firmly believes that she's in charge.
Hmm.
Delusional.
Your price shall be considered, but will not be paid immediately. Is there a place that you call home within this storm?
We're a nomadic tribe. We make our home where we choose.
I look around. Is there any bigger icebergs that we can see around?
Like coming close. As you guys are getting farther, the icebergs are getting bigger. Like Like it looks like eventually this might all turn into like one massive icy landmass.
Okay.
Based on the layout that you're seeing.
Okay.
And it's hard to see because it's misty and like you can just see like silhouettes of massive icebergs like in the distance as you guys are going forward. Especially Copic being on the front of the boat.
We're still on initiative, or no? Because we're kind of taking time.
I'm just kind of making sure that everybody gets a chance to.
Okay.
I don't really know what you guys have planned, so I'm just kind of going through them.
I mean, there's two things we can do. What say you, crew? Do we pay the toll? Speaking to everybody on the ship.
Okay. He shouts out to everybody on the ship, which, Copic, you're the first to get a chance to respond.
How is this guy that I'm looking at bound? Rope, chain?
Looks like
what?
tight rope. Tight rope. Not one you walk on.
Copic's heard Silas sort of mouthing off at them, and this guy seems to be like, don't trust the individuals.
I don't think I have 300 guys.
About how far is it from the ship to that iceberg that they're all on?
It looks like as long as you can jump 15 feet, you'd be able to jump over there.
What's the...
Your
I'd
strength score?
let you even try. If you jump 10, I'd let you be jumping on the like edge of it, so you could. I'd have you roll a check to see if you could land on it.
Check it here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a cat.
You are like the cat.
Wait, strength score, not... Why do I always
Yeah.
do that versus the modifier? Yeah, my strength score's a 19.
Okay, yeah.
So.
So you could definitely jump over there.
Oh, okay. Copic's literally going to look back over at Silas and just go... lean back and then jump forward. And as I'm coming down, pull out the Shadow Blade Greatsword
Okay.
Oh.
and literally bring it down, looking like I'm aiming at him, trying to put the two around him at ease.
Okay.
As I hit the ground, just boom, and slash through the rope.
Oh, slash through the rope. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your response to this?
At that point, I think I would let my held action.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
So your first thing you see is hit the ground and
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just roll an attack roll
okay,
with your sword.
Did you sharpen?
probably.
That's what you do all
Yeah,
day.
that's not great. Is that a 2?
Let's see on the opposite side.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not great. That's a 10.
10. All right. So what happens is you come down, Copic, and you misjudge the range a little bit on the length of the sword. And you, as you're standing there with your arms bound, you see the sword come about 4 inches, a little too short from where you're being bound, and the blade just strikes into the iceberg in front of you. As now you got a massive Goliath in shimmering gold armor standing in front of you.
I got a second attack. Can I pull it back up?
Sure.
Can't go any worse, right?
If we had to.
Okay, and that's not bad. That's 16.
So you trying to bring it back up and cut the rope?
Just again, right through the rope, trying to.
So you see his facial expression at first is like, oops.
That's garbage.
And then he pulls it back up and he cuts through your bindings and releases your arms are free now from the bind, and the rope just kind of just falls loosely around you and onto the ice around.
Let's do it now.
And you had a held action.
Yeah.
So what was your held action?
So, Giant's Might.
Giant's Might. Okay. What does that do for us?
That makes me a large creature.
Okay. So all of a sudden, this dwarf that you just cut free grows in size and starts just to expand and get enormous in front of
We're
you.
gonna have it.
And I'm assuming I probably fall right off the back of the iceberg.
So a Copic hits the iceberg into the water, and you suffer, oh my gosh, 6 points of cold damage because it's freezing in there. And that would bring us to Obu. What would Obu do in this situation, guys? Would she
Probably look over at Silas and just be like, he jumped.
Got
Yeah.
me jumped.
Again.
Portal overboard.
Got the guy free. At that time, at the end of the initiative round, the penguin pops up out of the water and flops onto the deck of the ship with an arrow sticking out of its chest.
Oh no.
There is red blood seeping out onto the white chest of the penguin, and you can see its flippers like wrapped around towards the arrow, saying, "Out of the vein! I'm so bad! Somebody help me! Somebody, can somebody please help me?" As this penguin's like rolling around out on the deck of your ship.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know what to do here.
The people over there cannot see what is happening over there.
Yeah.
So they are taking a moment to basically the woman kind of looks back at you and says, "No, I believe payment will be made immediately. I don't think you're in very much of a advantageous position there, Captain. See, I have several other tribesmen just awaiting for your vessel ahead. Your vessel will be boarded."
I don't like that plan. Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, it is my
Well,
turn.
yeah, I mean, that's all she's going to do. Well, actually, Willow's technically turn.
Okay.
So,
I'm torn between the giant dwarf and the screaming penguin.
he shot me right in the chest. Ah.
Because the druid in me wants to go, oh, hurt animal. But it's screaming. So that's like throwing me off a little.
Ah!
Can I tell Cog to kick it off?
On your turn.
Just, like,
Um,
kick it
I'm
off like
gonna
a fish, like off of the deck.
I'm
of
going to
the
help
boat.
Copic out first.
Okay.
And just the closest person to me that is not giant, I'm going to use Thorn Whip and try to yank him into the water.
Oh, nice. Thorn Whip is range is what?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. So yeah, you could definitely do that. Go ahead and make your. I think you make a spell attack roll for that spell.
Yes.
Because they seem to be a little bit. You know what? I'm also gonna give you advantage because they seem to be a little bit off guard by what has just transpired in front of them.
Probably about the same reaction Comic had.
You don't have Storm Whip right here? It's right there.
Plus
Plus
8.
8.
Okay, thank you.
So they probably had never seen you do that before.
26.
26. That will hit. You can roll. I think you roll some damage for that.
3d6.
No. Is it 3d6 on that spell?
Yeah, because our
Yeah,
cantrips
'cause
have gone up twice.
That's awesome.
Oh, that looks nice.
That would be 14.
14. Okay, so the Thorn Whip comes down and wraps around him and yanks. And I'm going to be honest with you, Willow. You can tell he's dead before he hits the water.
Oh no.
And he
That was
splashes
not
into
my
the
intention.
Water and is just floating there in the cold. And that is the end of your turn, I believe. Is that all you can do?
Yep.
Whoops.
That one next to you is going to shout and shouts out. The one on the owl! The one on the owl! Oh, there's a massive dwarf over here! Ah! And is shouting towards
More than one.
And one shouts he shouts the name. Cheveo! Cheveo! They're attacking on this side of the ship! And they shout over there, and then you can see as you guys are watching on this side, you can see their expressions all change and postures all change to a sense of aggressive, kind of defensive stances rather than talking and negotiation, which is their weapons in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is going to get out his. Let's see what they have. These guys have. He has a. No, he doesn't have a spear. What does he have? What's he holding in his hand?
It looks like a scimitar. Oh no.
He does have a spear.
Yeah, it's a spear.
Okay, so he's going to make a spear attack against the massive dwarf next to him. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Let's see. That hits.
All right, so you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Oh, wait. I rolled the wrong die. Let me do this. Let me redo it. Because he's using 2 hands. Actually, less. 4 points of piercing damage.
Ouchie.
And that ends his turn, bringing us to Silas.
Cool. Yeah. My
It looks like this shout.
You-
Oh, hey, Ladybug.
Do you want me to roll?
You stay right there and give me good luck.
am I able to like get footing on any of these curved parts of the ice, or do I need to be on top?
You probably need to be on top, but there's gaps right there between like the saber-toothed tiger and that Goliath there, and behind that Goliath there, and
Okay.
behind the Goliath over there.
And is this a medium or large creature?
That is considered large. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure saber-toothed tigers are large. Yeah, large beast. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to rage. I'm just kidding. I don't know the best way to do this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to.
Sorry, guys. I wonder what's going to happen next.
Do I don't know how this starts. Watch from me in direction. Okay. I'm going to cast Gust of Wind this way. It starts at me and goes 60 feet, and it's 10 feet wide, so it should cover everybody on there.
Okay.
And they must succeed on Strength saving throw,
Straight saving
or be
throw.
pushed 15 feet away.
Oh no. Straight saving throw.
And
Okay.
it stays active for a minute, so...
Oh.
It's a
So-
15 save.
Well, so since she's on the saber-toothed tiger, I will say the saber-toothed tiger has to make it. And does make a 22?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so the saber-toothed tiger kind of like... The wind starts to blow through the fur and everything in the saber-toothed tiger, and he digs its claws into the iceberg
Yeah.
and doesn't lose its traction. Strength saving throw for the first Goliath is a 21. Oh, geez, these dice roll really good. I'm glad I stole these. And the other one is going to fail. The other Goliath, yeah. So that one goes into the water. The little goblin guy.
Yeah.
Also fails and goes flying into the water. Go to roll 2d6 for me. Just roll one at a time and then tell me what the amounts are.
Okay. 5 and 5.
So 5. So both take 5 points of cold damage.
And then I will bonus action. Oh wait, is far step concentration? Oh no, it is.
lost
Oh, I
so
lost
you-
far step.
you lost far
So
step.
I'm just gonna like whoop, jump back.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
That ends Silas's turn.
Yep.
Topic.
Okay.
You're
going
floating
to.
around in the cold water.
I could have murdered.
I'm going to crawl myself back up onto the
I'm
iceberg.
going to say since you started your turn in the water, you're going to take 3 points of cold damage. Okay.
Unintentionally.
So I'm going to crop it. Now, how
Jump
big
in the
is this
water.
massive dwarf that's in front of me now?
How tall were you originally?
I let me go to my little characteristics.
Yeah.
I wrote this down. 5'3", so
5'3".
that would make me 10'6".
10'6". 10-foot
it's
tall
rolling.
dwarf.
Oh, so because that makes you about
10 and a half.
2.5, 3 feet tall.
And the floating ice that you're on is starting to list a little bit.
I'm just going to shake my head, and I don't think I can make the jump back up to the boat from where I am, right?
Not from ice. Trying to leap off of ice would be difficult for you. Okay. For some reason, they were able to do it, though, which was really strange.
Need their shoes.
Steal it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a swing at the guy right in front. Actually, I'm going to bonus action activate my sword,
Okay, yeah.
and then take a swing at the guy who's on the ice with us.
Okay, yeah. He just stabbed that dwarf. Probably in the thigh.
So that's an 18.
That hits.
Sorry, Internet.
Oh, the Lucky Charms are getting open.
We're feeling lucky.
Wow, look at this dragon marshmallow.
So just in
It's
case-
awful.
Is that supposed to be
Well, it gets
dragon?
revealed
wait.
in milk.
I
Let's
don't
see.
know which one that is.
Well, not
Yeah,
That is.
that's the dragon
Okay.
Is
head.
it?
great. So that is
Should be
10
like-
points of slashing damage and 1 point of
Yeah.
necrotic damage.
That was just enough.
Hey, perfect.
And as he's shouting towards the other side of the ship, you just one slice across the chest and he goes flying into the water.
As he goes, can I grab his spear out of his hand?
Sure.
And I'm going to chuck it at the side of the ship,
Okay.
trying to make myself a handhold so I can get myself back up onto the
Okay.
ship.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, for your second attack, you
Yeah.
turn around and throw it, and it goes into the side of the ship. You heard that, Silas. Something hit the side of your ship.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Then I'm just going to jump over and grab onto that
Okay.
and try to use the rest of my movement to climb up.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay.
I would like to assist.
How are you going to assist? Are you going to give him a boost?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make it with advantage.
Glad you helped. That's a 21.
The dwarf sees what you're doing and just goes. and honestly, you don't even need the spear. You just get tossed up onto the ghost ship.
I'm now on the ship lying on the deck. Oh!
Now you hear Coppet going, oh, and the penguin going, ah, he shot me. Ah, help me, please. On the deck.
There's a big dwarf! Oh!
A big dwarf? Can't be that big.
All right.
Jumbo shrimp!
Obu would probably look at you, Captain, and say, never mind, he's back on the ship. All things are good.
Keeping me informed, thanks.
What do you want to do?
I'm
I'm just kind of putting you at the bottom of the
Okay.
order, so that way we'll keep it safe.
So I would like to. Can I jump on the ship?
Not my
There's
ship.
a spear stuck in the side of it now. You might be able to use it to help you out.
I think it would be better just to grab the side and like pull me over.
It's
Because
it's
if
probably
I'm
still
10 feet tall, do
tall.
Our ship's pretty
10 and a
large.
half.
Oh, yeah. I'll
10
still
and a half.
still make an athletics check for me.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage because you can put your foot on the spear.
I was gonna say, if I notice this, I'll toss an arm out to try to help him.
I actually have advantage from the giant's might.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, take it.
It looks like a fire hazard.
Well, shit, what am I doing? I'll use these dice. 23.
23. For some reason, like as the ship is coming to its final stop and Cog has lowered the anchor and the ship is almost to a complete stop, but all of a sudden you guys feel the ship go just the slightest bit, and this massive dwarf is climbing over the side right where Kopic's laying on the
Enemy boarded the boat!
Nope. You better hope not.
Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I will do nothing.
Okay, just climb up and
I'll just
Yeah.
I'll try to get more of the. Would that take in my action, or can I dash to the middle to try to like stabilize?
Well, you
the
still
ship?
technically like have your movement.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Okay. Well, I'll try to move towards like the middle.
to balance out
Yeah.
your weight on the ship. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Right
Cog
after-
would probably be more towards the front of the ship anyway. He would have been lowering the anchor.
Yeah.
That would probably be more towards the
You don't have to
front.
fight him.
So,
Okay.
He's a big boy.
yeah, you guys can.
Oh,
big guy! Goblin from the lookout.
So I'll do I'll do on this side to try to balance
Yeah.
balance it out,
You got it. Yep.
and then I'll in my turn.
Okay. The Goliath that's standing there is not very happy about. Does the gust of wind stay
Yes, it is active, and that means
on the start of their turn? Was something?
any
happened?
creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves as it moves closer through the line. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna try to jump up onto the ship.
Is he coming?
What happens is he jumps, and the wind is kind of pushing against him while he's jumping towards you. He actually gets up and is like hanging on the railing on the side.
Okay.
So he gets up there like that, but that's all he can do on his turn. Is he's trying to? It seems like he's trying to get up there.
I'm going to put him like that.
Okay. Yeah. He's.
Okay.
It took him. It looked like he probably could have made it had you not been like forcefully putting that wind in their direction. But that ends their turn. Bring us to Rowan and Willow.
There's still one more over there.
Nope.
No, they're both
Oh,
gone.
okay.
They're both in the water, and it seems like the other two companions have retreated to the ship.
I will head back towards the ship.
I'm going to retcon this movement back there because the line has to continuously
Okay,
flow
yeah.
from me.
Gotcha. Yeah. I just kind of assumed that you were keeping it going.
I mean, it would just hit the side off.
And
But
I will dismount
Okay.
next to this penguin.
Okay.
I'm not really concerned about anything else right now, but this penguin is strange.
And
Wait,
as
shut
you,
that penguin
as you
up.
approach, the penguin kind of looks at you and shifts its head to the side. I've been hurt. Look, there's an arrow in my chest. It shot me.
Thornwood.
Fireball. It's not a penguin. Penguins don't talk.
I know.
It's a lich.
But maybe if I
Topic
help
doesn't know. Penguins talk now.
Always have.
Yep.
Always will.
I'm gonna tell it stop complaining. Pull the arrow.
Ouch!
Blood.
Rapidly
How
bleeds
bad
out.
does it look? Like bad or like he'll be fine?
It looks pretty hurt. She.
I'll slap him with a cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna be risky here.
That's what Topic became a paladin. Wake up!
And that's
Play on hands is literally a shove. You lay on hands like this, right?
12.
12. The wound just disappears as you cast this healing magic on it. It continues to complain for just a moment more. Oh, the pain! Oh, it's a. Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so kind. Now where is that terrible creature so I can slay it?
What terrible creature.
The one who shot me.
Oh.
One of those tall guys.
Oh, by the way, can I have that arrow?
Why?
I'm gonna give it back. In a very nice way.
Do it. Good job.
You know what?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you.
But if you give it back in a not so nice way, you're probably gonna wind up with it in you again.
We'll see.
Okay. I tried. I'm not healing you again.
Rowan has sunk under the water.
Oh no!
All right. Well, that ends Willow's turn. Willow has healed the penguin.
Topic, don't kill my new friend.
The
Too late.
minion groups. I think one of those was technically supposed to be that little goblin guy who is going to take an additional. Actually, he tries to get up out of the iceberg, off the iceberg, and cannot, and then just starts to go like this, and then gets really frosted looking,
He's cold.
It's like
And
the
then-
animals.
and then stops moving.
Nobody owns them.
I won't forget, Jack.
No, I'll never let go.
There's no room on this iceberg, sorry.
The goblin is dead.
He's about to be appointed.
Hooray! I need one of my drink anyway.
Silas, you're up.
Cool. That was fast.
The Goliath the Goliath that was in the water over there does
Yeah.
get back up onto the top of the iceberg and looks a little chilly as well.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell. It came back to me so quick.
It's gonna spin on the deck and knock all of us off. Just...
I'm gonna Witch Bolt at 3rd level onto the saber-tooth tiger.
Oh, so you're ending your wind spell? And...
It is. Oh, it is concentration. Yeah, it's fine. I'll end it.
Okay.
So that is a +7 to hit. Oh, 12.
12 to hit the saber-tooth tiger?
Yeah.
That hits.
Yes.
Oh.
Witch Bolt never hits. It's 3d12. What are the 12s? This one. Octagons. Is that 12? Yeah. 2. Ah!
Fine. Rude.
21 points of lightning damage.
21.
And it is tethered.
Tethered to you, so
3.
unlimited power. As the
You
lightning.
saw what I was doing.
So all of a sudden, wind just like changes to lightning in the palm of your hand, and then it just starts wreathing around that saber-tooth tiger. It just starts to squeal and jump around. It takes its claws out of the ice and just starts to spin. You can see the rider on top is having a hard time, like she's trying to gain control back of the saber-tooth tiger. But that's that in your turn, Silas?
Yeah, and I'm gonna growl.
You're good. Very good. Kopic, you're back up. You're laying on the deck now, and
3 magical items.
the massive dwarf is on the deck, and Willow's on the deck, and has healed the penguin. And Obu's still trying to figure out what is going on.
Obu's probably talking to the penguin too, honestly.
Okay, and staying up, I can see those. Well, I saw the other people anyway.
Yeah, you had
Originally.
Yeah, originally.
So, yeah, I'm going to sprint and jump that way
Okay.
towards the woman on the saber-tooth tiger
Okay.
and try to take a swing at her.
Kill her before she lays eggs.
Daily eggs.
I hope not.
We don't want to find out.
Okay, do me a favor. Make a
Athletics again?
yeah. Do actually make this acrobatics. Just trying to keep your balance as you land on the ice.
Okay. Man, that's not bad. 15?
Oh yeah, you do. You slide a little bit with your metal armor, but you kind of stop right before this wreathing in electrical energy saber-tooth tiger from the ship of in Silas's hands, and you can see that the rider's trying to gain control of the tiger. What do you do?
Okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to just point at this woman on the back of the saber-tooth and just go, "You!" and use my vow of enmity to declare her as my enemy for the next minute,
Okay.
giving me advantage on all attack rolls. So,
Okay.
and then I'm going to start swinging at her.
Before she dies, what was her name again?
Yeah, for real.
Cheveo is what you guys heard.
SH.
CHEVE, like Chevy. EYO.
M-O-U-S-E.
Actually, how many? Okay.
And you can see, like, as you get closer to her, she does have, like, kind of thick hides and animal furs on to keep warm. She also has what looks to be some type of ornate necklace that she's wearing with, like, large, like, bones and types of things, like, attached to it. So.
Witches.
Not
into that.
Great. First attack is a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. That one is... Wow, that's horrible. So that is 7 points of slashing damage and 1 necrotic.
Okay.
Excuse me, thank you.
And then the second one.
Go for her knees.
Oh, wow, really? 2 9s?
Needed.
Okay, so that is a 17 to hit. But this one I'm going to dump a Divine Smite into.
Wow.
Okay.
Because why not?
That seems like awkward that a sword that deals necrotic can also divine smite at the same time.
Okay, so that's 13 points of slashing damage, 5 points of necrotic damage, and 1 point of radiant damage.
One
Smite.
point? All you got for the smite was the
Yeah.
1 point?
I only got level 1
What
spell
was the
now.
total of that altogether?
Okay, so 13 and
14.
6 is 19.
19 total, okay.
13.
Yeah, so you carve into her. She almost loses her balance off of the saber-toothed tiger as the saber-toothed tiger is trying to avoid being electrocuted currently. And you can smell, like, cooking flesh as this is taking place.
Burning fur. It's like,
Burning fur, yeah, it's nasty. But yeah, you carve through her. I mean, she looks pretty hardy and is looking down in your direction. And you can see that she's got kind of like a great axe strapped to her back and a spear. Anything else? Conversation? Sure. Okay. That brings us to Obu. Would Obu do anything here? Would Obu want to talk to the penguin?
Go the penguin!
I'll take care of you.
Should probably just be like, what are we doing?
I'd like to think Obu would be wondering, why is this penguin talking?
She would be. She tried to figure. She'd ask it how it was talking.
Would she turn into a penguin?
Or at least an insight check, something to see.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
penguin would look at her if she asked that question and be like, I've always been able to talk.
And spot.
I
She would
think
say,
she-
"So you're
and-
like an actual penguin, not a person penguin."
I think so.
Fair enough.
Just learned to talk today.
My fish.
Well, excuse me, I'm going to go visit my friend. Starts waddling with this
That's
arrow
a-
in its flipper.
Apparently it goes on Obu's initiative, so what's it doing? Is it stabbing me in the back of the head?
No.
Actually, it's... pronounce it one more time, please.
Bake more.
Bake more
Also,
cookies.
Backmore.
you'll also find out just people who can't say that. Just call him Mountain Man.
Mountain Man.
Okay.
All right, Mountain Man, what do you do?
So
John Denver.
this is a person, a part of the group
What's that?
that I don't like. This person on the side.
Oh, they're
Hang
trying
off
to
the
crawl
Those
up.
hang up,
Yeah.
yeah, the ones that crawl up. Yeah, those are those are a group. You could tell it's one of your captives or captors.
How far do I think I can throw him? I can lift 630 pounds without breaking a sweat.
You could pick up that guy.
But how far do I think I could throw him?
What's your strength score?
21.
A distance.
Oh,
You can throw him a good ways. He's trying to.
Do I
how
think
far-
I could hit one of the people over there?
But you could try.
Well, might as well make it a do and not a try. I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself.
No. That's an action, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you're using your action to cast it large. You guys hear this dwarf reciting some incantations and grows even larger. Enlarge doubles you, right?
Yes.
From 10 foot, so you're now
So
21. 21 foot.
Please don't break our ship.
No
As the
problem.
boat is now heavily listing.
Yeah,
think
you
you
guys
guys
can
stay
hear
up there,
some.
it's okay.
But I'm still in the
his
middle.
Weird, like moaning and cracking of wood.
Silas died.
So
My ship.
now it's 1260 as far as I can lift.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna action surge.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Worth it.
Um,
Big scary little man.
1,260
Big scary
pounds.
little
Yeah.
man.
You could throw. Okay.
yeah.
You could lift.
This is no
Without
longer
breaking a
tossing
sweat.
the Goliath. This is,
Like making-
I'm picking up a pebble and I'm just,
So I'm gonna make a grapple check to try to grab him,
Okay.
which is like athletics as opposed to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to
there's-
give him disadvantage to avoid it because he's currently grappling the rail.
22.
You succeed.
No. And
Goliath on one hand, like.
Bonus action.
Yeah, you're kind of like, let me help you.
Trolls in the hut.
Bonus action. I'm going to activate my storm room.
Sure.
What is that?
I think there's some bad blood between these two.
People look scary.
So the storm room.
Stop using
You can invoke the rune as a bonus action to in a prophetic state for 1 minute or until you're incapacitated. When you or no other creature you see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you can use a reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage. Once you invoke this rune, you can't do this again until you finish a short or long rest.
How long does
So-
that last?
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute.
So
if anybody within 60 feet of you does any of those things, you can invoke
Yeah.
advantage or disadvantage.
yeah, but I can't activate the rune again until a short or long rest.
Now, is that consume like your reaction, or does it just do it every single time?
A bonus action to turn it on. It consumes the reaction.
Oh, so okay, so
Yeah.
so I can only do it once, basically. In
So-
Once a turn.
So I'm gonna pick him up like I'm gonna Vader bomb him, and then I'm gonna Vader bomb him.
okay.
I'm going to use my reaction to try to give myself advantage. And is this
That Goliath just got back on. He's just standing up, and he's dripping wet. Looks pretty cold, being in the water.
well? I'm gonna try to.
He's like, finally.
and then I want him to get hit with the other guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity attack roll.
Okay, I'll use my reaction from my bonus action to give myself advantage.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Oh no.
It's a dexterity attack roll.
Dexterity, yeah, it'd be just an attack, so whatever.
5.
5 with advantage?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No way.
A 3 and a
Wait. Oh, we can't now. Never mind.
You throw him. He misses the mark completely, but does go into the water. So so he splashes next to that iceberg. So you guys can put him there. It does take.
I missed. You push
4
him into the
points
water.
of cold damage.
That guy laying there, yeah.
And then I'm like, what else have I got? After that, is there like... I'd be like, you mind if I borrow one of these barrels?
I'm down there.
Or like to whoever's near me?
Probably the closest to you would be
It's like,
Willow.
oh,
So I'll ask Willow. You mind if I borrow one of these barrels?
Sure.
Sure. Sweet. I'll pick up a barrel and I'll use it. Because I got 3 attacks. So
Okay.
grapple, like the throw, and then...
Okay, so you're gonna throw a barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you gonna throw
Don't
the
tell him
barrel
no.
at?
Same person.
Same
Yeah,
person.
like I wouldn't
Yeah.
dream of that.
You would. This would be just same thing, kind of like a dexterity throw.
I'm scared to find out what was in that barrel because it might have been really important.
12.
I can pick it back up.
12 just hits.
Sweet.
Roll a d4. Wait, you're enlarged plus another d4.
Will this count as like a unarmed strike?
Yeah. Well, it's kind
Because
of
if it's an unarmed strike, I also get a D8.
well, it's
No,
not
improvised.
really. It's an
Okay.
improvised weapon. You're
Okay.
you're barrel tossing.
So, what do you want me to? Just straight?
what was you? Yeah. Oh,
Because
add
my
your,
strike score is like +5.
Well, you'd add your dex. What's your
Okay.
dex?
So 7 points of damage.
7 points damage. Okay. But
Donkey
here's
Kong
also what's going to
appearing.
happen. The barrel was actually an empty barrel, and it goes boom over the top of the Goliath's head and shoulders, and now that Goliath is wearing a barrel.
So my 21-foot tall dwarf will shout as loud as he can.
you put a barrel on him.
Hey, put out the lights!
and then to balance the ship, I'll get back in the middle.
Okay, you got it. Good turn.
Yeah.
The penguin continues to walk around the deck with the arrow in its hand, looking around for the gold-armored one. And that ends the penguin's turn, bringing us to the goblin who is dead. Bringing us to Willow and Rowan.
Do I want to help or do I just want to play with the penguin?
Where is he? Where is
With
my
the penguin.
arch nemesis?
Don't do that. No, no,
Where
no.
is the bane of my existence?
Okay, here. I'm gonna take the arrow back.
That's mine.
I'm gonna keep this. How about you just
Defeated
I wish I had fingers.
You can just go yell at him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn him into a torpedo.
But he's not nice, so he may do it again.
I know he's not nice. He shot me.
I would cut your losses while you're ahead.
He didn't even give me a warning. He didn't even say, I'm going to shoot you.
He
He
doesn't.
just shot me.
He doesn't tend to do that. He'd probably do it again.
For no reason?
Yeah.
You need to talk to your friend.
Yeah, no, we try.
It's very dangerous.
He is. They're probably on the same intelligence level. These two.
Probably.
But yeah,
It's a penguin.
Willow, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want that conversation with the penguin
yeah,
to be your
that's
turn,
fine.
that's fine. Is
I'm
Willow
more
doing anything in
concerned-
particular? Because Willow now, without you riding, Willow could take a turn
Rowan.
on your.
Yeah, Rowan will take a turn.
If you want Rowan to do something.
Where's my sheet?
Ron could dive bomb Silas.
Good.
End me.
Let's see here. He has 60 feet, so could he reach
Silas is sitting there going.
Huh?
"You
From
will
where he
die."
dropped him off, probably.
to here?
Oh, cat.
I'd say probably.
Could I do flyby and just boop? Just bonk that barrel guy?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do that.
Take the attack with advantage because he is technically blinded.
Bonk.
Ooh. 9.
9. The Goliath just narrowly turns out of the way as Rowan's swooping down and just grazes the side of him and misses.
Okay.
Enter.
We'll do it again in a minute.
All right. All right. The Goliath dumps the barrel off of his head, and it goes splashing into the water behind. And he is going to pull. Well, actually, he's going to pull out a javelin and throw it at Silas.
Good.
As he sees the electricity zapping from Silas's fingers towards the saber-toothed tiger. 18 to hit you, Silas.
It does hit me.
That does hit you.
I won.
So you are going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And I believe you need to make a concentration check.
Okay. I always forget how concentration check works.
It's
So-
a constitution saving throw. But since it didn't do an immense amount of damage, you just have to roll a 10 or better.
What? 5.
Plus your
Oh, plus Constitution. Oh, probably not 5.
3.
2. So 7. No.
So
I
when
do
you
drop
hit,
it.
you drop the electricity and it falls out of your fingertips. And that Goliath ends its turn. So you can take the barrel off the Goliath now. He's free from that.
It looks like an exhibit at a museum.
Force cage.
The other guy, Goliath, swims, or will take some cold damage first. Some cold damage taken. Swims and is going to attempt to get back up onto the iceberg there.
Okay.
And does not quite get up there. Still in the water, slipping and sliding off the edge. That ends their turn. That brings us to the rider and the saber-toothed tiger's turn. And now that Tropic is right there beside them, she actually pulls out her great axe and jumps off the back of her mount.
It's an alright axe.
I think it
It's a good axe.
It's
not
an
bad.
average.
It's okay.
She's gonna hop off and try to start attacking.
Topic, his swords are just
Uh,
okay.
Kopic. She makes 2 attacks with multi-attack against Kopic. She's using this great axe to attack. I'm just gonna roll both. A 20 on the first.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. And really 11 on the second.
It helps that one will miss. So I'm actually going to use my reaction
Okay.
because I had where'd it go? Another.
Look at it again now. So
Yep. So when a creature misses me, I can use my reaction, expend 1 superiority die to make a melee attack.
Okay, so that's the second strike, right?
Yep.
Let's do let's resolve the first one
Okay.
first, and then we'll do that. Okay. You take a total of garbage. 1 point of slashing damage, plus
It's just okay.
6 points of cold damage, and
Get
she all of a sudden, like you hear her say something right as she's about ready to strike, and the blade of this great axe gets like covered in frost almost instantaneously, and you take an additional 14 cold damage from the strike.
Ooh.
Good thing you have like 800 health.
And then the second strike, though, she just grazes your armor and you see sparks fly.
That is only a 10 to hit. I don't think that's going to hit her.
So she dodges out of the way of that attack. She's very agile and nimble, and she seems to be comfortable, with her footing on this ice.
He's not about to be.
Not at all. Oh, wait a minute. She is still my enemy. I have advantage on attack rolls.
You do, that's right. Yeah.
19.
Oh, that will hit. Yeah. You can roll your damage on that one for sure.
Okay, so that is 10 points of slashing and 3 necrotic.
It's another 13. Okay. Gotcha. Slicing through. She topples back a little bit, but she can see that she's still a formidable opponent. The saber-toothed tiger actually is in the game too, and is right there beside you. And can... it just goes to try to claw you.
Let's kill the cat! Kill the cat!
Natural 1. Misses completely and carves a little bit of ice. You get a little bit of crushed ice that flies up. You put it in a glass and mix yourself a nice drink. Bonus action, bartender. All right, that saber-tooth tiger's turn is over, and that brings us to Silas. You're back up.
Oh, cool.
Electricity
That was
just got zapped. You got a javelin
Wait.
stuck in you.
fast. It is? You already went?
Make way, make way.
That was so fast.
She talked to the penguin, and then
Yep.
Willow dive bombs.
Okay.
Rowan. Rowan dive bombed. Willow jumped to the
Oh
big
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Make way.
How high up is the ship from the water? Like up from the surface of the water to the...
I'll say between 10
2
and
feet
15
down.
feet, probably 15, probably more.
There's a 1,000-pound dwarf in the middle of it.
We'll see.
It's kind of like when the Undertaker gets in the ring and just goes over the top rope. That's
Well, I asked because I have a thing that can lift me up 10 feet.
I think we're capsized.
So if I were to get in the water, I wouldn't be able
No,
to
I'm
get
in the
back on the
middle.
boat.
I mean, you could reach up and like grab.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still have movement, so. Yeah, I'm just, my witch bolt is still tethered. How does the saber-tooth tiger look?
160, so.
Is he still...
Well, your witch bolt would have gotten.
Oh, right, I lost
just
concentration.
lost
You're right.
concentration on it.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
The saber-tooth tiger looks very angry and is trying to carve up your friend Kopic down there.
and she still looks formidable, correct?
Yeah, she looks like she's got some wounds, but she doesn't look like she's backing down one bit.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Time for me to be helpful.
Come on, damn it, beyond.
Here's my weight.
You need a gym membership.
I said, I think the
Look at
boat's
my
underwater.
strength score.
I'm going to call you Eddie Hall from now on.
Okay, I'm going to
Respectable.
use Heightened Spell
Okay.
and cast Disintegrate.
Jesus. On what?
On the lady.
Saber-tooth tiger?
No, the lady.
Oh.
Heightened spell means she has disadvantage on the saving.
Correct. It's a Dex 15 save.
Does she have anything she can do? Let me check first.
If she dies, she dies.
She's not going to die. He's going to disintegrate everything.
She's gonna be gone.
If he misses,
He gone.
he's going to disintegrate the ice.
You said this was dexterity?
Yes, it's a dex 15.
Oh no. 15 disadvantage. Oh boy. She fails.
Okay, so normally it's a thin green ray, but actually it is the tiniest little bead of lightning that I just like concentrate really hard, and I just say, "I'll keep my magic items," and just pew, right at her head.
Okay, I do believe it does a massive amount of damage, but you gotta roll it.
Yes, I do, because that's
It may come into effect here.
Sure. It is 10d6.
You gonna take mine this time?
Sure.
Okay.
I only have 4. 5,
Need some more?
6, 7, 8, 9,
Here, I got it.
10. I got it.
Okay.
Candy.
Well, not like that. No kidding.
5,
There's a 4.
10, 15.
Isn't it also like plus 40?
Yeah.
Yes.
20,
It's
22, so 62 points of damage. Blast damage, I don't know what kind it is.
When it's like force.
Yeah, it's force damage.
So it's 62 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
If the-
amount of hit points that she had left.
62.
Oh.
That's
Six-
amazing.
62 points of damage.
Well, regardless. Oh no, the target is disintegrated if it leaves them with 0 hit points. So
Okay,
she is
I hope she
vaporized.
doesn't have anything.
so looks like she's getting ready to raise the axe up again towards Comic, and then just black dust just goes
That's horrifying.
into the wind. The axe does fall out of her hand and
Nope.
go.
A disintegrated creature and everything it's wearing and carrying, except magic items, are reduced to a pile of fine gray dust.
The axe falls and everything else is just black dust.
I don't like that.
Can I try and grab the axe as it's falling?
Well, it's just stuck into the ice on your, so you'll be able to pick it up on your turn if you wanted to.
And the necklace was not magic.
No, it's
Okay.
disintegrated.
Cool. Yeah. I did it. She's dead.
She's gone. With everything she had.
Anything else you're doing, Silas?
No, I'm good.
All right.
So I just look at my fingers. Oh. First time
Comic,
guessing
the
that one.
opponent that was
Get out of the
your
way.
enemy is no longer.
No.
Hmm?
I don't think I can do that again anytime soon.
Enemy of my enemy is dead.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, you might be getting out of the way. Go outside.
Hold on.
I'm going to grab the axe, just throw the axe on my back,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to start.
Initial tiger.
Yeah, I'm just going to start working my way through the tiger and anyone else respond.
yeah.
Yeah, you can pull.
She doesn't exist
She doesn't
anymore.
exist
You can just
anymore.
give that back to Mike.
There you go.
I can't even recycle that one.
Nope.
She's just.
Hope he didn't just paint that one.
No, that's all I got with the set.
Let's see. What can I do? Okay. Yeah, so our first attack against the tiger. Missed. Not one.
No.
Ooh.
That is a 13.
That will hit.
Okay. I don't think this one's mine, is it?
Oh, it looks like a Lucky Charms die.
I don't know who those two
Those
belong
are
to.
those are mine.
Okay. Okay, so you said 13 will hit?
13 does hit, yeah.
Okay, so I need that one to make a strength saving throws. I'm going to make that a trip attack.
Okay, that is going to be a 15 to save.
Okay, so actually that fails. My DC is 16 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that is 12 points of slashing damage and 3 necrotic.
Okay.
It's still up.
It's still up.
Yeah, I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
Is it so? It's now prone, so I get advantage on it.
It's been knocked down, yep. You tripped it.
Oops.
Yeah, that's going to hit. That is a 24.
24? Oh, yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
So. Oh, okay. I'm going to actually burn another superiority die to make a maneuvering attack and call it to the big guy and say, hey, you want to get down and get a piece?
Look out below,
So-
I'm coming through.
No, no.
You can use your full movement now. As
Yeah.
Like immediately he can use
Yep.
his full movement? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Cannonball.
So I'm gonna try to jump down there.
You do like the old Nestea commercials. You
Uh,
you just fall down in the water. That's
oh well, you sorry, half your movement speed, but I'm assuming you could your size.
Like that would put me like right there.
okay. Make an acrobatics check for me.
I'm picturing his Copic standard stacking it. All of a sudden, there's just
no.
legs on either side of him.
Yeah, I just like stand above you. It's like... Is it acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah. See if you keep your balance and not fall into the water.
12.
12. You splash into the water
Mhm.
and suffer
Oh no.
4 points of cold damage.
Ouchie.
He has more skin. Does that mean more
But
damage?
here's what happens. When he launches himself and he lands onto the corner of that iceberg, it kicks the other side of the iceberg up and sends the Goliath and the saber-toothed tiger flying onto the deck of the ship.
Oh no.
Well, as the tiger is going, there's a whole lot going on there. I'm dumping a divine smite into the tiger too as I carve into it.
Oh, you're going to slice it
So
as it's flying over your
it's-
head? Yes.
I've
dude.
already hit it. This is all happening with that strike.
That's awesome, yeah.
So there's a whole lot of freaking dice. Okay, so that is 10. Okay.
Circus cat.
Jeez. Okay. So we have 17 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
16 points of radiant damage, and 6 points of necrotic damage.
Goodbye.
Tiffany.
So the Goliath goes flying onto the deck of the
Tiffany
ship.
into like the water.
Oh yeah, you fell in.
2 pieces of the saber-toothed tiger land on the deck of the ship.
2 pieces. Okay, cool.
2 pieces. It's sliced in half from
It
Copic.
slices, it dices.
That makes it easier to mount on the wall.
Well,
You're welcome.
You could slice like
No, no,
this,
not that
so
way.
it's
I thought it
completely
was the
directly
other
in
way.
half.
It could be a
You
bookshelf.
sliced it hot dog, not hamburger.
Somebody roll 3d6 for me. That's how much bludgeoning damage the Goliath is going to take from slamming into one of the masts of the vessel and then slamming on the
8.
ship. 8 points? Okay. Very nice.
This is just par for the course with Copic. I didn't think this one through.
Does he fall in the water too? For
Yeah, Copic, make an you're trying to grip and hold on, so make it athletics for your check. As this thing just listed like dramatically when your dwarf friend tried to jump on it, and you may shift off into the water too.
The huge dwarf.
Oh, that'll be good. Athletics, that's a 23.
Yeah, you're good. You kind of that adrenaline just keeps you in the game.
As it's kicking up, can I use that to try to jump onto the ship?
You how much did you already use your movement this turn?
Nope.
Nope.
kind of a weird.
I'll make another check if I have to. But
You're gonna have to, yeah, probably. Go ahead and make it athletics again.
If you want to like jump on my shoulder and then jump on, like I'll
Is
let you do
Naruto?
it.
What's going on?
They're jumping
People
off
jumping
people
all over
floating
the
in
place,
water.
disintegrating
21?
people.
21. You're kind of like
21.
gripped up there. You're not all the way up yet, but you've jumped up
Okay.
and you're kind of like pulling yourself up like the other Goliath was doing. All right.
can I see the Goliath? Because I still technically have one more attack.
He's
The Goliath's probably out of your range right now. He'd probably be more over towards the.
I put
center.
him right here, but we can put him.
Yeah, he's probably more towards the middle of the ship there, over by Obu and Willow.
Can I just throw the axe at him?
Is he in the middle or is he hanging on to the side?
No, he said he hit one of the.
The
You
math.
can, but you'll be making it a disadvantage.
No,
because
that's
he's
fine. I'm
technically
throwing an
powered.
axe.
Okay, go for it. It'd be disadvantage.
Yep. Throw my new axe. Why not? Oh yeah, no, that's not. That's not hitting anything. 6.
6 sticks into the mast of the ship.
Oh. I didn't hit the penguin.
No, the penguin actually is just like wandering around looking for you right now. No, kind of like in that.
Penguin!
Obu probably would turn towards the Goliath that's on the ship now.
Mm-hmm.
She has something like. Does she have primal savagery?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was.
She would probably use that. She'd probably like rush up because he's prone and attack using that. I don't know what her spell casting attack bonus is, but it's probably similar to yours.
I think it's
Mine's-
+4.
Modifier or spell attack?
It'd be like your
Spell-
spell attack.
oh, yeah,
roll.
spell.
That's
attack.
+8.
+8. So she rolls a 12, and that's exactly what she needed to hit. And I cannot remember for the life of me how much damage that spell does. I think
I want to say it's at least a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8.
it's a cantrip, I believe, so it'd be 3d8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually all the cantrip spells kind of
Level up.
Level up
the
with,
same. They just so for 3d8 damage, that's going to be 11 points of I think it's acid or poison damage or something.
Acid.
Like that.
That's 3d10s.
3d10s. Okay.
Ooh.
3d10s.
Huh.
Thanks for looking that up. I'll re-roll that then. 3d10. 15 points of damage.
Ouchie.
The Goliath as Gobu approaches and just starts like vampire gnawing on the guy with his fangs and claws. That is the end of Obu's turn. The penguin. There he is.
Oh no.
The one of shimmering gold who shot at me. So it's waddling over towards his direction. That takes us pretty much whole turn. Your turn.
So I have a swim speed, so I'm not necessarily hindered by water.
But this is cold water, and at the start
no.
of your turn, you do take 3 points of cold damage.
Well, since I'm like right next to the middle part of the ship, and it looks like nobody else is down here that I care about.
There is one Goliath like swimming over there by the
That's good.
he's still in it. He's kind of reaching up trying to pull up on the.
Can I just like pull myself up onto the ship?
How tall are you now?
21 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics roll for me.
Okay.
Let's see if you can do it.
Athletics is strength,
I'm trying to
so
take-
I have advantage on that. Nat 20.
Okay. Yes, you can. You grab and pull yourself back up onto the ship.
Your big old frisbee.
Where
pizza.
were we? I will pull out a glaive, and this guy's prone. So
Okay, go for it.
so let's see. He's prone. I'm making a melee attack advantage.
Hmm.
Million.
17.
That is.
Oh, yeah.
So that will be. It'll be a D10.
They're too special.
I'm enlarged, so it'll be a D4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to because I hit him. He is going to take a frost strike, so he's going to take a D6.
Okay.
And it looks like
End of the turn. Here's
that's
Robert.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just pick up one of each.
because I'm using giants. It's also a D8. So a 4, a 6, an 8, and a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, one of each.
It's cocked. It's still a 6. 13, 14, 15, 22, 27 for my first attack.
Okay.
For my first
Here
attack.
it is. So he looks very, very badly hurt.
He has to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
DC 17. 19 on the die.
All right, so
That'll do it.
he will succeed. I'm gonna make another attack with the glaive and the frost.
Lucky Charm
Well,
dust got in my
your
eye.
Oh, no.
It's magically.
Yeah. That's right. You got
So
like a marshmallow
D6
bit.
will definitely go away.
I wanted to eat that.
And
Thank you so much.
let's look at the giant's might. So
Cast Witch Bolt from his eyeball.
let's go ahead and
Be
nat
horrifying.
20
Oh.
on the next attack.
Gosh. Yes.
So the D8 will go away. So it'll just be a D10 and a D4. But so how do you do?
Roll more dice. I always
Okay.
say take the extra dice and throw them in the.
So-
He does it opposite of me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like this sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like to be able to hear when you're going.
I like it when you guys roll 2 1s and then you have to
16
double
points
that.
of damage.
16. Yeah. So you carve this guy into 2 pieces on the deck.
Mhm.
So now there's 2 pieces of a saber-toothed tiger
Mhm.
and 2 pieces of a Goliath in furs lying on the deck, unmoving.
Are we pirates?
Sweet.
We might be.
And then there's just like another guy over there.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was, ah! And then just nothing.
Okay. So I was gonna throw a half saber.
This guy, is he still drowning?
Yeah, he's swimming in there. Yeah, he's I think the only one left.
Oh.
Yep.
He is.
I'll take half a saber tooth and
And throw it.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity roll.
yeah.
Yes,
Nat
Alice is
20.
Oh my god.
gonna have nightmares tonight.
The saber-tooth tiger lands directly on top of him. He's like, ah! Now he's covered with entrails and blood and all kinds of nasty stuff that's swarming all over the water.
Yeah, make a
Yeah,
shark
we got
roll
that.
for me because now there's blood and guts all in the water.
I'm not buying any dice for Christmas.
It'll take a little while.
Want me to roll anything for that?
For what? For
Mhm.
damage?
Yeah.
I will say it won't do any
More damage
damage,
than I thought it would be.
but it's just really
Where they
you can
come
tell
as well.
the
It'll make
fear
it-
of the situation
Mhm.
has definitely kicked it into overdrive as if
Like,
it wasn't already.
In like the loudest, deepest voice I can be, like, you can still surrender.
Okay. The actually turn passes to Willow and Rowan if Willow and Rowan would like to do anything.
He did die.
Nope,
No.
he's still there.
He's just covered with half a saber-tooth tiger now.
Just
Just
like Luke getting inside of the Wampa.
yeah.
Tauntaun.
Tauntaun. That's right.
I'm just gonna wait this one out.
The Wampa was the other thing.
I think Mountain Man has us covered, so I'm just gonna warily watch because I'm a little scared of him. I'm not gonna lie.
The penguin?
No,
You're not scared of the penguin?
no.
I am.
Penguin's great.
Just for giggles, here's my character's weight.
Nice.
I am very small.
10,000 pounds.
Yeah, when he like grabbed the ship to pull up, like the whole ship went.
I don't like this.
Is Gleep in the water somewhere, like 3 miles that way?
Can you-
No, Gleep.
The leap is in the water.
He only has like 5 hit points.
No, Gleep.
Oh!
Leap took
Oh,
one
I
point of
killed
cold
everybody.
damage.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll do
Yeah.
something. We'll send Rowan to go pick him up, back up.
Okay, so Rowan dips down, picks up Gleep, and heads up back to the top.
Does he look
No,
like a wet
just
cat?
Drop him on the
Oh, yeah.
deck so he can go warm up somewhere.
Oh, it's freezing.
Not my druid.
So you're just gonna kind of, on your turn, just kind of watch the.
I'm
massive dwarf,
watching Mountain
okay.
Man and I'm watching the penguin. Something's
Okay.
gonna happen between the two of them.
Okay. The Goliath actually sheds the nastiness of the Sabretooth and is actually swimming towards you in your direction off the map where we can visibly see.
I am 36 pounds.
What?
Can
36
only swim about.
pounds.
He's going to dash and only swims 30 feet in your direction, so it's
Yeah.
so he's basically like 45 feet away from the ship now, and also takes 6 points of cold damage.
Is it my turn next?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna,
Disintegrate.
no, I'm bonus action magic stone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna-
Okay.
I mean, rocks in my pocket, and I'm just gonna bing, like skipping stones
Skipping
and try and
stones
see if
out?
I can hit him in the head.
Okay, go for it.
Magic stones is one. It's a 7 to hit. Ooh, 19 plus stuff.
That hits.
Yeah. It's just a d6 plus 3. Not a lot of damage. Oh, 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Ow! As he's swimming away.
Get out of here! Go on, get!
I'm going swimming as fast as I can.
Don't come back!
Do you just get to make one attack with that?
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay.
It's a pretty weak spell.
It was a perfect skip too. It was like,
Doink.
blue magical energy like zaps off the top of his head. Anything else, Silas? Or is
Yeah,
that
and then
what
I'm
you're
gonna walk towards the giant dwarf man and be like, "Don't hurt my boat." That's it.
doing?
It's just the boat. Or the crew, just the boat.
Copic, anything you're doing?
Oh, gonna pull myself up onto the deck.
Face to face with a penguin.
And I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
If the penguin becomes aggressive towards me,
No.
Things you only hear in D&D. D&D says.
I'm going to pick him up and throw him like a dart at the Goliath.
Okay. All right.
No.
The penguin just kind of is like as you come up, the penguin is already there, like waiting for you, and the penguin just like the beak just rises up to look at you, shifts its head to the side. I believe I have something that belongs to you. Wait. She took it from me. The penguin like flaps over towards Willow. She has it. You mind giving him that back?
I'm gonna hold on to it for now, thanks.
You shot me.
Can I insight check this thing? Do I?
what do you want to
Copic, say you're sorry. Jeez.
Just apologize.
Be the bigger man.
Do I, or maybe not insight, do I think it is normal for penguins to be talking?
Sure, make an insight roll, Copic.
I'm trying to figure out whether Copic thinks this is really a penguin or thinks this is some sort of sneaky evil trick. That's it. Let me see. I don't think I have any modifier from that. Skills. Insight. That's a 7.
7? You know what, Copic? Maybe if a penguin can talk, all animals can talk.
Willow talks when she's an animal.
Not the Copic.
In your brain.
Not typically. Copic is just looking at this thing, looking up at Rowan, looking back down at this thing. That's not no. Does it look okay? Does it look like it's in good spirits?
Oh yeah, penguin's fine now. Like the wound is completely closed. You
Does it
know,
look at it?
it's just staring at you.
I didn't shoot you. There's no hole in you. You're fine.
I was healed by your friend. The one that has the thing that I want to give back to you. She took it from me. Aggressively. Right out of my flipper. So I've been shot and I've been stolen from.
Go get it back. I'm going to grab it. Toss it at Willow.
It just does the penguin slide.
Slide,
across.
yeah. Whee!
Trying to bowl it Willow, you know.
Probably
It
good.
just kind of like bumps the side of your leg. I wanted to chime in and see if, well, do you guys think Obu would do anything right now, or probably just kind of chill?
No, we'd probably let this guy go.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Are you choosing to let this guy go?
No.
Oh,
Okay. So what do you want to do?
You still have a javelin stuck in you, right?
That was
Like,
Silas.
That was Silas,
Silas?
yeah.
it's I
But
probably
realistically,
left it
I
on the
probably
deck.
have one strapped to my back.
Mind if I borrow one of these?
Not at all.
Sweet.
Okay, gotta make your attack roll. He is about
fury of the
45 feet
Greek
away.
gods.
I don't know what the range is on the javelin.
30.
30. So you would have.
Can I lean over this? Can I leave my 21
Wait.
foot tall
Javelin long with disadvantage is 120, isn't it?
disadvantage?
Yeah, but you can-
This is normal.
But then you can give it advantage.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
normal.
with the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use your rune to do it. Yeah. Would just be a
Even?
normal roll, yeah.
You know what? If I
Now, when your runes are active, are they like glowing on you or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the storm room, like that part would just be glowing on that part of my face, and
Another interesting thing you note, Willow.
Mhm.
He has like these markings on him are glowing in different ways.
I would. Can I jump down to get in range? Because I really want to nail this guy.
You could. You're still
Bam.
going to have to make sure you land to be able to toss.
YOLO.
Risk it for the biscuit. Go ahead and make your acrobatics check again as you jump down.
Let's see.
As he's jumping, can I try to, help him as he goes to jump?
You could
Try
try.
to
It's
steady
gonna be
him
hard
somehow?
since he weighs like 10,000 pounds.
Maybe give me advice or something.
You can. Well, you already took your.
You said athletics?
You would add your action already, right? So you couldn't have done like a help action on this turn, technically.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You said athletics?
Yeah. Or yeah, it'd be acrobatics. to
Okay, acrobatics.
Keep your balance as you're jumping on ice.
12.
12, you fall
Can-
again.
So instead of using the storm rune on the throw, can I use it on
You can. Go
Dex?
for it. Spend it on your dex.
12?
You take 4 points of cold damage as you're in the water again.
When the rune activates on him, you said it's kind of glowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know it's not called a storm rune in my mind because I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
But does it have any like lightning storm characteristics when it glows?
Make an Arcana check.
It would like be activated, and then when I'm using it, it would like flash.
Okay.
And I've got a few javelins.
18.
18?
Yeah.
You tell me, would it have anything in it like arcane nature-wise that like someone who was knowledgeable would understand?
But also, it would be like written in giant.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. What languages do you have, Silas?
Not giant.
Not really.
Oh,
You do
But
understand.
you
it's-
do.
yeah. So I would know what it said
You
when I was right
you would
in
know
front
the
of it.
language. Now
Yeah.
you might not know the arcane means behind how it works.
Right, but I would know if it says like "Eat at Joe's."
There you go. Yeah, so you would understand that. You would definitely get the idea. You're seeing the idea that he's being able to manipulate the weave in some way
Okay.
with these markings that he has. You don't understand it all the way in depth because it's probably the first time you've seen or witnessed something like this before. But it might be something that easily translated or you'd easily be able to ask him to learn about.
So I'm prone. Or am I in the water?
You're in the water. You
This
tried to jump
this
back
is
on that iceberg and
over
went
here
like
now.
this, and you went
Okay.
right back in it again.
Maybe it turned like.
Do I have my like movement speed then? Or
Oh yeah, you still have movement.
Okay, so because of the Mariner's plate, I have my swim speed equal to my movement speed.
Yeah.
Can I just swim up to him?
Punch him.
He
He's right
is so he was like
45.
30 feet that way from you. So
Yeah.
it's how
I
much is
have
your speed?
30 feet.
Sure, go for it. You
Yeah,
have
just
never
get
seen
some-
this before, guys, but this dwarf, as massive and as heavy as he is like just swimming through the water
Yeah.
at ease.
Yeah. So I'll get up right
He's like
next to
doing
him.
he's like doing the backstroke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
a
this
little
one's better
bit
than
of
you.
water like
This one's better than you.
yeah.
So was it my action to jump?
Yeah, you would have
Okay.
your action, but you're
Then,
keeping up with him.
And
you hear him like, Starts really
I'll
fast.
be like, don't run away, you'll only die tired. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Back at the top, we're gonna just kind of go through. Well, actually, the penguin goes, and the penguin bumps into your foot. Stands back up. He wants the arrow back.
Does he?
Yes. Trust me, he does.
Here.
Thank you. It turns around and starts waddling back towards
If you could see a smile on the
I know, right?
That's right. And with that, that's where we're going to take our break. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. Everybody, we're still on the ship. We're still technically.
What do you mean we?
Technically,
One of us is over
Still
here.
technically in a little bit of a
The
combat
crew is still on the ship. We can just sail away now.
Of a tussle,
A
really.
little bit of a tussle. That's right. So Willow, Rowan, is there anything you can see that the dwarf has jumped off the ship and is swimming after the Goliath that is swimming away?
I'm not
The
gonna try to stop
dwarf
him.
that's bigger than a Goliath.
No,
Okay.
you can swim faster than the boat.
He's doing his own
The
thing.
Goliath uses its action and movement to dash, so it can only swim 30
Opportunity
feet.
attack.
Yep, you can opportunity attack.
Opportunity murder.
Yeah.
That is cocked.
It's like a shark chasing behind you, but it's a big gray dwarf.
17 on the die.
That hits.
So this is an unarmed strike.
Okay.
So
Just go punch him.
it's 6 damage straight up.
Okay.
And then I'm also using Frost Strike, which is a D8.
Okay.
I am enlarged, which is a D4. And then let me find it, but I also get a D6. So let's see. Giant's Might is an extra D8. Frost. Never mind. It's not a D6. It's 2 D8s. Oh no, never
You
mind.
need a little
It is-
helpful card for all your.
Yeah, all your runes. Yeah, that's right.
So 20 points of damage.
On top of the 6?
No,
On a
including the
Oh,
6.
Okay.
Is he still up?
He's still up.
So
Is he important? A lot of health.
He might be.
He's a Goliath. I mean, it's a big, hardy dude.
The other two died so fast, though.
So when I hit a creature with the opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Because I have Sentinel.
So he doesn't swim away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also he has to make a con save.
13?
Doesn't beat it. So if he didn't have 0 speed from Sentinel, he has 0 speed from Frost Strike.
Okay. So-
And yeah, that's my opportunity attack.
all right. So as you slam into him, he's trying to swim away. He just gets so it's a frost strike. He said so. He's just covered in frost, and he can't even move his muscles to be able to like actually swim. He's just like trying to swim away and cannot. Silas, is there anything you're doing?
Yeah,
Can
I
I
see the big man left, and he's taking care of that. And I look around the boat.
And the ship kind of went.
Yeah.
up a little bit.
I'm going to regress my head. I just have to ask. The Goliath does have resistance to cold, right?
Oh, he does take cold damage from being in the water. Yeah. Oh, 1 point.
I'm gonna just walk up to the front of the ship. In thought.
Oh wait,
Thinking
you're
about
because you have resistance to cold, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Goliath's.
So what
racial
was
trait.
the amount of cold damage that you dealt? Is it 6? So
Yeah.
I think
3
it was
hit
6.
points.
Yeah.
So he does resist cold a little bit.
Because I'm trying to plot what I'm doing too, and I'm like, wait, he's hitting with a bunch of cold.
I mean,
Yeah, I
you can
just-
tell it's still doing damage.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. So that's all my turn.
You're thinking on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you putting on a nice thinking facial expression?
I lather some Barbasol on my beard. And do this. It's my turn.
All right, Kopic, anything interesting you're doing on your turn to?
That depends on the penguin.
Okay. Penguin has walked back up to you.
He's got the arrow. Does he look aggressive or?
The penguin always looks aggressive towards you. You shot me!
So basically, I'm waiting for what the penguin does. If he tries to attack me with the arrow, I'm turning him into a torpedo and throwing him at the Goliath. If he doesn't attack me, I'm going to pull my heavy plasma rifle out, and I'm going to take a shot at the Goliath.
Okay. The penguin walks up to you and holds up the flipper with the arrow firmly placed within it. You shot me with this.
Yes.
It hurt very bad. Right here, in my chest.
And seeing that, Kopic then pulls out the plasma rifle. As, could have been this, and I'm going to shoot at the Goliath.
Okay, go for it.
Trying to intimidate the penguin. He goes, why not? Okay. And I'm going to make this a heavy blast mode attack. Okay, so that is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay, so that is 3d12. And then for what it's worth, in the water, he falls prone. Okay, that is 20 points of acid damage.
You hear a terrible scream in front of you as some of this blue flash just kind of appears out of nowhere, and you hear this weird sound from behind as you're swimming up and you're just striking this guy. And he turns around, and all of a sudden he's just like covered in this blue glowing material, liquid, and it just starts burning through his flesh. He screams.
I told you.
And then you just hear silence as he just starts to just float in the water beside you.
There you go.
Thank you.
This guy.
Right.
It's back.
The Men in Black gun.
I'm grabbing all the dead people here.
Noisy cricket.
And that will
Yeah.
take us out of our initial order.
I will swim back.
And those.
Kopic's going to go take the axe that you found and just sort of look at it.
There's some interesting
Are you still
carvings
big, man?
around the blade.
Yeah, I'm a huge man.
Big, huge.
The blade has all
I'm a
these
huge
intricate kind of designs and carvings into it.
I'm just going to take it in. But, actually, before I go to walk away, I'm looking down at the penguin as I put the plasma rifle away. Take the arrow.
I need you to do something with it. Hold it on both sides. Okay. Put out your knee. And slam it down over top of your knee and break it in half. Never use it to shoot me with again.
Snap it in half.
I do it myself, but I don't have knees.
Gonna take the end with the point on it, poke him with it. Just enough to do, like, 8 points of damage, just enough so there's a little bit of blood.
You stabbed me with a broken arrow.
Throw it in the water.
Obo
and
was
walk away.
probably furious.
You didn't shoot him. You didn't shoot him.
Nope.
You stabbed me.
Just gonna walk over, get the axe, and actually gonna go sit at the back of the boat. Just start looking at the axe because, it hurt. It was a little cold, and I'm curious about it.
Sure. The penguin walks up to you with the pointed tip of the arrow and hands it to you. I never want to see it again. He stabbed me. He shot me, then he stabbed me.
I warned you.
I need to listen to you. You're
Good
smart
dear.
and wise.
Thank you.
Just like waddles off.
We've inherited a penguin.
I love it.
Yeah, the penguin doesn't seem to be leaving.
No,
He's
that's
just
fine.
kind of hanging out on the ship
That's
now.
cool. He was there.
New pet.
After a little time passes.
Wish I had a fish to feed him.
Lida's like looking over the side and seeing all this ice floating around and moving and stuff. She just looks at you, Captain. It's like, Captain, this is going to be some rough sailing.
I don't really notice or talk to me first time she speaks to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's like,
What's wrong with you?
Captain.
Oh,
Captain.
yeah.
Yeah. You looking at all this?
Yeah. It's ice.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be here.
No, shouldn't. Who's that guy? Points to the-
Yeah.
I'll be at like normal size now.
yeah, because you kind of after a minute, like you'd shrink down, right?
Have one of the more intelligent ones talk to him for a minute.
Who's more intelligent? Let's-
Yeah, Obu and Willow.
Hold on!
I'll be there in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, you're
Sure, Captain.
great work.
I didn't do much.
I did. Carry on.
All right, you see her. She kind of goes off and starts giving the crew some commands and trying to get the deck swabbed from all the blood and entrails that are lying in the middle of the.
And
Two halves of
Body.
a two halves of a
Two halves.
Goliath, one half of a saber-tooth tiger.
oh yeah, one half. We threw the other
They're all
one.
starting to clean up the mess that was made on the vessel as they are.
Imagine
trying to
there's
calm
like
down.
little bloody penguin feet from.
Yeah, probably little
Yeah.
bloody penguin feet for it. Yeah, it's,
Partially frozen.
Are we the villains?
we asked that.
I'm not.
Every single time.
I'm not.
I don't know about you guys. I saved a penguin today.
Why are we here?
Supper.
So, what do you guys choose to do now? What would you like to do?
Gopik's taking a break and just trying to figure out the axe.
Okay. So you're gonna just kind of relax and just spend time with the axe there, and
Yep.
Okay. So, will you do me a favor?
Mhm.
You see that camera up there above?
This good one?
Can you shift it towards like Robert and Matthew's
Oh, yeah.
direction a little bit? Just the other way.
Wait.
Like turning.
I
You just gotta kind of because it's just taped up there, so you just kind of gotta move it. Yeah, kind of like that. A little bit too far.
What?
I'm just trying to make it. I would go back here, back towards you, just a little bit.
Making finite.
That's probably good. Right there.
Ah,
Leave it right there. I like that.
perfection.
What about you? What are you doing?
I imagine some like.
So now you're
I'll
aboard
just-
a ship that you've never seen before, and a crew that you've never seen before.
I don't really know my place here, so I'm kind of just going to be quiet
Okay.
until
All right.
someone addresses the huge dwarf in the room.
Got it.
Aladorf.
So, what about you, Willow? Anything from Willow?
I'll talk to him. I guess I have to.
I wouldn't trust Gopik to do it.
Well, he's usually the talker. Thank you for your help.
Appreciate it.
Are we good?
Yeah, no, we're great.
Okay.
We're great.
You were a little intense there, swimming.
I had to get back, so
Fair enough. Do you have can you tell me anything more about these people or this place? Why is there ice everywhere?
so that's I was a part of the crew. Just me now. We were looking for kind of more runes and treasures to take back to our tribe. I was on a ship called the it was the Anvil Tide, with other dwarf foundlings, and there was a group. This group, they called themselves, or at least we know them by the High Jumpers. We figured out a while ago that this is a tropical land. There shouldn't be icebergs in the middle.
No.
We know they're after some kind of magical items. I don't know what the nature of those magical items are. They want to appease someone who just goes by the name of Ice Breath. So I don't know what that's really about. They're pretty intense about it, and I wasn't the captain, so I didn't make. It's not my choice to comply or not comply. I just obey what my captain told me, and so that's how I found myself in the predicament I was in. So that's why I'm here. I don't know if there's any other things that you had questions about.
What's your name again? Sorry, I'm Finnair. They
my
call
name-
me Willow.
My name is Beckmore.
Beckmore.
Do you know Dwarvish?
I do actually.
Okay, so it means like little big.
Very fitting.
People who can't say it, they call me the Mountain Man.
Well, I can say it. That one over there will probably just stick to Mountain Man. Well, you're welcome to stay aboard. I'm not the captain, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, appreciate it. The Anvil Tide, they just kind of rummaged through it and then kind of left it an abandoned mess.
I'm sorry to hear about your crew.
Yeah, thank you. But that's why I swam after him. He was getting away.
I understand. We would have done the same. This Ice Breath. Did you only hear the name?
I only heard the name.
I only heard the name. I'm going to look, just glance down at my necklace. Not bring attention to it, but just interested.
Go ahead and make it a stealth roll to see if you can hide it from your new dwarven friend. See if you
No, that's a 7.
7. What's your passive perception?
19.
You see Willow kind of like glance down. You're not really sure what she's looking at, but it's kind of like yeah.
I'll try to.
You do notice a glow.
Okay.
I'll try to figure out. I would be naturally curious to try to figure out what she's looking at.
You can't see it.
Okay.
But I would say you would see almost like the faintest of purple glows, like just like peeking out of the top. What are you wearing? Like what
Turtle.
Is it, like
Turtle.
That's right.
I believe that
Steve Jobs looking.
I think that Obu gave me some of her scarves like a long time ago.
Yeah, so maybe like a gap in the scarf.
Yeah.
There would be like this just very faint, like purple light glow from like underneath.
Would it be fair to say I could tell that you're like concerned?
I'm very, very concerned. So probably.
What are you concerned about?
Just that name. That's concerning. I'm now like having an internal battle. Like, what do I say to this person that I don't know? It seems that the environment here has reacted strangely. And the name Ice Breath.
Have you heard it before?
No, I don't think. Would I have heard it before?
No.
I didn't think so. Do you know much about dragons?
Do I know much about dragons?
I'll let you take this one. Do you know much about dragons? Do you think your
so-
character would know much about dragons?
So I know a lot about giants, and giants hate dragons. So I might be a roundabout way of like being a giant foundling, being taught about like, hey, dragons suck.
They
They're the
suck.
worst.
They suck.
So
Yeah.
it might be something like that.
These homies over here.
Sounds good. Good.
Yeah.
I'd go for that.
So a little bit.
Where I grew up, there was a dragon.
Yeah. Just automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, tell it.
Girl, I get it. And her effect was much like this, caused things that were unnatural. In the middle of the desert, giant storm clouds circling the skies. This seems very familiar. But I'm not telling that.
Could I make some kind of roll to see if I would know, like, I was told, like, as a giant foundling, that, like, oh, these kind of dragons do these kind of things, or, like, these are the effects.
I would say you'd probably know this. You do know that dragons do have an effect on their environment, and sometimes it can be quite significant, but you're not sure you've ever seen one white, or ever even heard of one quite this significant. Like, this seems almost like knowing what you the brief amount that you know right now. Like, this is probably a thing where it could be that, but there might be more. Like, this is really, really wild and out of control.
I'd be like, so I know dragons can cause some things where they live, but this is like way out of proportion.
How's this compared to what I saw with Rasham?
I mean, the one thing that's difficult. I mean, the one thing that's difficult with this is, like, you guys can't see everything, and you couldn't see everything even with the sand goddess, because it was storming in that zone. But right now, you guys are just looking around, seeing mists and icebergs kind of all around you. So you really haven't gotten. I mean, you have to go.
Don't have full scope.
Probably have to do some, exploration to see what it's like. So.
While that conversation's happening, you said out in the distance, like, how far ahead is that kind of gray looking, we don't know, maybe a larger landmass?
Not too far. It'd be still kind of bothersome and worrisome to take the larger vessel any closer, because the icebergs look like they get almost. It gets dense.
Who knows what's underneath?
There's that too.
I would like to cast Control Winds, which is a 5th level spell. 300 feet is the range, and then a 100-foot cube on that area. So as far out as I can go.
Okay.
And do you need me to read it so you can understand?
Okay. Is it just like kind of like pushing the mist out of the way so you can see?
I just want to clear that.
Okay.
The way.
Does it clear the way the whole way to that range, or is it just the square in the distance? Because if it's just the square in the distance, you have the fog in between you, and you're still not going to be able to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's do 200 feet in front, and then a 100-foot cube. So there'll just be a 100-foot gap between.
So you'll have 100 feet of mist, and then a kind of like an open 100 feet.
Yeah, just to kind of reveal. Because 100 feet's not that far. That's like, here.
Yeah. I mean, really, all that's you cast that, and you can see that there's larger icebergs, and it's more dense. But you can. It helps you to kind of see through the mist a little bit more, as it kind of gets rid of some of the layer of it. And you can see there is what looks to be maybe like a large glacier landmass that's right in that range. in the
Okay.
distance.
And the water, am I able to tell if it's not safe to travel?
Well, it looks like you're going to have a hard time steering the ship through all that.
Okay.
Probably you could. I mean, you have the smaller boats that you could use.
Okay.
You also have the
Lobster.
The lobster.
Isn't the lobster on our ship, the Emerald Fate? Or did that get moved?
I would
We
think. I
moved
would
it.
think Obu would have moved
She
it.
never would have left that.
She wouldn't leave without it.
Where is the other ship?
What's that?
Where is the other ship? Did we leave it to Rodon to
You
use?
left it, and they were going to
Okay.
use it as a.
Ugh.
They were going to send a team to Rodon to try to negotiate because of you guys slaughtering their military
and
members
stealing their ship.
and stealing their ship.
Yeah.
So
Oops.
they're afraid of the Rodomian war might coming down upon them that have no way to defend their city.
Is the shift in the atmosphere obvious while I'm talking? Would I notice that?
Notice him doing that
Yeah.
spell and everything. Oh yeah. I mean, you
Okay.
guys know when Silas is casting spells.
I can
Not
know, but
quite.
I'm on the other end of the boat.
Well, while we're talking, I'm going to telepathically tell Rowan to go scope. Now that it's clear that he has eyesight,
Okay. Yeah.
go look around.
Yeah.
And he has keen hearing and sight.
Okay, now how is he able to, are you able to like see via
No.
like his,
No, he would have to
So-
tell me.
okay,
But we can speak telepathically
okay.
and yeah, and he understands different languages.
So how far would you want Rowan to go?
How far can he see? How good is an owl's eyesight? I don't want him to get into any. I'm going to tell him go as far as he feels safe. Do not take any chances. Don't go so far.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Rowan will start flapping that direction, and you see him kind of disappear as he's going into the distance. Tropics, so you're spending time with this axe.
Yep.
It's very cold to the touch. It's got these symbols all over it. Just because I want you to do it, roll an Arcana check for me.
I used some meta magic to get my spell slot back.
Okay. You got it.
Come on, give me a nat one, because I think a 0
And one
would
thing
be
your
funny.
spell probably would have revealed to you as well is whatever that landmass is like ahead of you, or whatever that iceberg or whatever.
Oh.
It looks like it'd be easy to like pull something up onto
Not
it and
bad,
be able to
that is
get
it.
up. And
It lasts an
onto it.
hour,
Okay.
so I'm
An
giving
hour,
you
okay.
gentle winds, just gusts, kind of
Just kind
blowing
of
right.
blowing out that
Yeah.
way. That way. Okay.
That's an 11.
11.
Heck of a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, you think maybe Silas might be able to help you on this, or maybe even your new friend that you.
He sets cold to the touch and just go, give it a lick.
Yeah. I mean, your tongue doesn't quite stick to it, but it does.
Aw. I'll just take a walk over and see what Willow and our new friend are talking about.
Okay. You just gotta
Yeah.
approach and...
Kopik, this is Beckmore.
How you doing, big man? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
The
Got
penguin models up and says, "Nice to meet you."
I'll grab the flipper.
I like it.
What's your name?
Yuka.
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 Can you believe this guy shot you?
And stabbed me.
Such a happy
You know, I
birthday,
got this really fancy new axe. It's really cold.
I'm gonna take a look at the axe. Do you mind if I take a look? Yeah.
It's cold to the touch.
Cool to take. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got some weird
So
writing
there-
on it, but it's not giant.
So are there any kind of runes on it? 'Cause that's
Yeah, that could be so similar. Go ahead and make an Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh. A 6.
6. Oh, these are rather archaic. You're not really sure you.
Kinda crude.
Just a good egg.
It's a
Just
It's a good one. Not great. It's just okay.
little too
above
wizardy
average.
for my taste.
I'll bring it up and I'll smack the turtle with it, see if he can tell me.
Oh, the one as you guys are looking at it, like one of the in the center, like there's like a center room. It almost looks like this strange, like as you're looking closer, it looks like a weird design of a mask or a face or something.
Gonna take it back and whack right in my face.
Ouch.
Other might be how you activate it.
Can I look closer at it? Does it look like his shield?
Go ahead and make. You can make an Arcana check too. We'll just throw Arcana checks around.
Okay.
Everybody gets an Arcana check.
I see Marlin anywhere.
It's alphabetical, but it's at the top.
No, it's not.
Scroll in that box.
It's not. Oh, there it goes.
As
Thank
Willow
you.
is looking at specific things, can I try to assist and be like, well, this might be
19.
this?
I'll say for this one, because you already took a look
Okay.
at it, I'll have her make that on
Okay.
her own. 19,
19.
you said? Yeah, so looking at this, you would know because of your, I guess it'd be more like your connection with nature and things like that.
Okay.
There is this strange, like, face on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it reminds you of a time when, perhaps when you were younger, you were told a story about a god that was the essence of winter. And you think this axe might have something related or be closely related to something like that on these markings.
Interesting. This axe reminds me of something from my childhood here. This face. It's like one of the old gods. Of one of the seasons, winter.
The cold god?
The cold god. I don't
Can I
remember anything else.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
And given me being a Goliath raised initially in mountains,
I'll try to assist.
Spin an
See
hour
what I
on this
know.
axe.
They will find the axe. They will find what it is.
16?
16. You would have heard probably stories about a god known as. Let me see if I can find it. Arul. Yeah.
A frost maiden.
And you believe that this axe, with putting all the clues together as you guys are kind of like looking over this, you believe that this axe might have some type of blessing from this deity put upon it.
That's right. What was the name again? You said Auril?
Arul. Auril.
Wonder if it's Auril. You're always a cold person. No. Deity. Should, minimize them.
As they're looking at the axe, so I'm gonna call out Silas. Come join us, please. We have things to discuss.
Auril demands it. Does the axe light up? I'm gonna hold up. By the power of Auril!
Nothing happens.
Yeah, y'all just come over here. Here.
Can I tell that there's something wrong with Silas?
He's acting weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to drop my gaze from the horizon.
Copy thinks Silas needs a hug. She's gonna run up behind him and just grab him and hug and hold him up.
Crack. A lot of cartilage movement. Ow.
Feel better now?
The question is, does your back feel better or worse?
Both. Ow.
Set him down.
Okay. Willow. Weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can see an island out there. Iceberg.
I sent Rowan to check it out.
Yeah. Is there a thing?
There's probably a thing.
A thing? Okay.
You guys shifted with me.
Well,
As I see him trying to fix it, I'm like,
well, we can go do the thing.
Julie,
Truly do the thing.
do the thing.
I want to make perception check. It's just like watch around the
Okay.
skies.
Skies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically.
did Big Man follow us over?
No, not good.
So he starts looking without, because Topic, no filter, no brain. It's going to look over towards Silas and back towards Willow. We think it's another dragon?
11.
Yes.
Don't see anything in the sky. So
Okay.
Now that we're all in one spot, I'll relay what Beckmore told me. That the people were serving someone called Ice Breath.
Dumb name.
It
Look
is,
at the
right?
axe. Well, you're not going to help then.
That name alone raises some questions, but that compared with the weather here,
Like, do they brush their teeth?
yes, in a place that should be tropical. And then
A lot of mint Tic Tacs.
our failsafe is also pointing towards there being a dragon nearby.
We just do what we did last time.
Yeah,
we
we
killed
did.
this one too.
Well, there were reasons we killed the last one.
Maybe this one, I mean, it's in the middle of the ocean. It's not like hurting it. I mean, well, I don't know.
It is.
Okay. He said it's hurting people. I don't know who you are.
I was coming here to sunbathe.
Some-
I was coming here to sunbathe.
Yeah, you're looking a little ashy. Well, okay. Well, the boat's not going any further. So if we're going to go there, we got to get in the little boats.
What about that other thing, the little pingy light thing that we saw?
Oh,
That's right around here somewhere too.
yeah, it is.
Navigator.
We don't know where. I don't know where.
Are we here? Is this the Bing and Light place?
We were headed towards it, but
Is the pingy light place that way? Don't
Yeah.
point towards the island.
Okay.
I would assume it's on that
Beckmore
landmass.
at this point is just going to kind of, monkey see, monkey do. Then if I can see you just kind of looking out into where you've got something, like
Yeah.
he doesn't know. It's not a room. Don't care. He's going to also try to like look out and then see what he can see.
Okay, you can make perception.
As he's looking, how does Big Man look? Is he injured?
13.
He looked like maybe he was a little cold, but other than that, what'd you get at 13?
13.
You start to see something flying towards you, and then you realize it's the owl.
Oh, there's your owl.
Thank you.
Well, Ida, we're gonna go check out the land mass thing.
Well, let's see what Rowan has to say first.
Talk to your owl.
The owl like flaps and lands on beside you on the vessel.
That's a good chance
It says to you that I can't remember if Rowan had a voice. I don't know if I
He
gave
did,
Rowan a
but I don't
voice.
remember what it
remember.
was.
It's Italian.
No, it was
Sleazy
not
French.
Italian.
It was a sleazy French accent.
No, that's scratches.
He kind of translates to you telepathically that they, several hundred feet, there is a massive iceberg that you can. It just goes for as far as he can see. He also noticed that there were some footprints, large ones, in the snow, a little bit above a ridge on the iceberg as he went that direction. And they sort of led towards more of the, going in towards the center of whatever this mass is. But that's all. Like, after that, he started to feel like,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around.
Big feet, no
thanks.
What sort of footprints did he say? Are they clawed? Are they boots?
I'm gonna ask him what they look like. The sand
Toes.
goddesses.
Big ones.
like, he's like Tropics.
Like cotton. Interesting. They look like your feet.
Tropic was.
I'm wearing boots.
Rowan's
How's see what
"Yes."
my feet look like?
Boots.
Boots.
Really big boots.
Really big. Not dragon.
Probably not the biggest we've seen today.
But more like me.
Yeah.
Could be my
like,
people.
Like when he got big?
Well, Rowan kind of looks at you like, Copper could lay down in one of these.
You could lay in it.
We use second wind.
Okay.
Ow.
Ouch.
Yeah, let's go. There's no.
Beckmore, have you been to the landmass over there? Did your crew make it that far?
I don't think we made it that far, did we?
You didn't.
I
You
did
were
not.
Well, now you're about to.
That's
Unless you don't want to.
Basically, a very similar
Oh, I want
situation
to.
from what they just got into happened to you guys.
That's why I was telling you, y'all did.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Do I know of any giants that are large enough that a 7-foot plus person could lay in their footprints?
Probably.
Could be just giants.
I was making sure that it wasn't his footprints first, but yeah, a giant would
Wait.
make sense.
Where's
Maybe
Scratch's scare sheet?
a frost giant?
Scratches.
Some stone giants like to live in the upper parts of mountains where it's cold. They could have ended up down here.
Oh, he's
But
not.
frost giant seems to
But-
make more sense with
but
some
like,
snow.
yeah.
I thought he might have
Giant
considered
mountains.
choice.
No, but I haven't.
You do? Do you have it prepared?
I think so.
No way.
I think I do.
As we start talking about giants, we're going to look over at Big Man and Giant say, "What do I do what these two idiots are talking about?"
It doesn't really matter. We're gonna have to follow him anyways, won't we?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Boo, I don't speak giant.
Mountain Man, you're with me.
This is Beckmore.
Mountain Man.
Okay.
That's what he said.
I try to call people by their names,
we'll
but
go
you two
hop in
obviously
some-
aren't concerned with that.
I appreciate it.
We
Well,
have.
they still don't call me by my name, so.
Oh.
We have how
What do
many?
you mean we call you
dinghies?
Aspen?
It's not my name.
Birch?
Oh.
Pine?
Okay, I get it. I get the joke. Thank you.
I'm Yuka. Penguin waddles up.
You
You're
got-
Torpedo!
I don't like you.
Oh, I don't mind the penguin.
Really?
No,
How'd it get up here anyway?
just
I shot it and somehow it ended up on the deck.
So you shot the penguin and now we're stuck with it?
I'd throw it away, but Obu will get mad. How about
Did-
this? If I throw it away and Obu gets mad, you do it, Obu.
it jumped up on the deck by itself.
Yes.
He flapped up on the deck and started like screaming in pain. We all heard it.
Well, it can go get its own food then.
Wait a minute. I'm going to look up. Hey, Rowan, how you doing up there? What? You're going to talk to me?
Let's go. I want to get in this dinghy. We're leaving.
All right, you guys get into a smaller vessel.
Yeah,
I'll fly.
you're gonna fly.
You'll fly.
We take like a little breather first.
Yeah,
You guys,
You
you
still
guys
looking
can
rough?
take a short rest.
we've been
I'm
standing here for a
fine.
while.
I'm going to give him a smack upside the head and do a lay on hands.
No, I'm.
Oh, you're good?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to do short rest, you can. But wait for. I mean, it's been like 30 minutes or so just
Yeah.
kind of hanging out here. So if you want to take the rest of an hour of a break and then
I
get
don't-
ready to load up
I don't
the
need-
dinghies.
So that'll
I'm
probably
good.
drop the control winds.
How long?
It's an hour.
It's an hour. I'll say you have 30 more minutes on it.
Okay. I mean, by the time we row over there.
By the
we'll
time
be
you
gone.
are over there, probably it'll probably be gone.
Okay. The short rest.
But yeah, you guys can short rest here. And as you're loading up the dinghies, you do notice, Silas, that when you get into yours, I don't. How many do you guys want to take?
Mm,
I'm just along for the ride.
Because technically, if Rowan flies, and you guys, if you have Obu with you, unless you guys want to leave Obu here for now, or if you want to bring her along. I mean, if you leave and then you'd have to come back to get her if you want to have anything
No, she's
significant. So.
Yeah,
She
we'll bring
wouldn't
her
be
with
left
us.
She wouldn't,
behind.
yeah, she wouldn't want to leave left behind. So you guys could take one and be fine, or you could split up and take two.
Obu
Why
can take her
don't we
lobster.
take 2?
Mm-hmm.
If Silas is taking Bigmore, then Kapik and Obu will take another one.
Yeah.
Like, just in case something happens, if something hits one of them gets damaged, we've got a way to get back.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Good thinking. And actually, Silas, when you get into yours, Yuka the penguin jumps into your boat. You could come too.
Turn my head like you did.
You might need Yuka.
I don't even acknowledge. It's just fine. Whatever.
What do you know about the area, Yuka?
Yuka know lots.
Like what?
Icy. Very icy.
That's very good.
Wonder if you can
Unexplained phenomena happen around here.
That's a big thing.
All around the glacier.
Big words for a little bird.
I'm smart.
I love him.
Especially when I'm not injured with an arrow and looks over at the other people getting in the boat.
As you do
Probably
that,
best to stay over here.
as Kapik is getting in and Season is now staring at that penguin, and I rolled an intelligence check just to see what went through Kapik's mind, and literally, it is a 7. It's a 17. Kapik is now thinking that the penguin is a bloody dragon. And is just looking at Obu. Rowan won't talk to me. But I think all animals can talk. But if they can't all talk, then that's not a penguin. What if it's a dragon? Can dragon be animals?
Looks over there, looks back at you. She says, I don't really know.
I'm gonna have to shoot it again.
Pretty whiny for a dragon.
But let's just see what happens.
Okay. Oh, and could I have used that short rest to attune to the axe?
Yes, you could.
So your cursed item is.
We already got some of those.
Yeah.
I don't have this to where you can add it to your character sheet yet. But this is an axe of Ariel's blessing.
You smack people to bless them?
It's basically a +1 weapon, magical weapon, that upon a hit deals its normal 1d12 plus slashing damage, plus an additional 2d10 cold damage when it hits.
Oh, just what you need.
And 3 times per day, recharging on sunrise. When you hit a creature with it, with an attack, and utter, basically call out Ariel's name, it deals an extra 2d10 cold damage on top of that.
Okay.
So 3 times per day, it does 1d12 plus 4d10 cold damage.
Sure. Just go ahead and line up your dice now. Plus smite, plus everything else.
Plus superiority die.
All right, so
That'll get called out all the on crits.
I'm gonna look at Mountain Man
Okay.
intently as I'll row the thingy. So I'm just looking at you
Creep.
out of curiosity, not like a mean look.
Oh no, he'll just.
Yeah, almost like a sailor's respect, you and me. That's it. I'm just rowing,
Just
trying to kind of read his runes, but not.
You can read them.
I can't read. I can't read giant, or dwarvish or whatever it is.
Yeah. If you ever say I can't read, I'll be like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so you guys are rowing, and you guys can see that your owl friend is flying over top with.
We're rowing. We're watching rowing.
Rowing,
Other people are rowing.
We're all rowing
If I can
around.
tell he's reading the runes, I'm happy to talk about him. So have a little discussion.
I don't ask any questions. Purely just
You're just
study.
staring like a weirdo.
Yep.
Can I do an insight check to see if I can tell he's trying to figure out the runes? Because this would be his like special interest.
Yeah, good.
So
Roll insight.
I'd be happy to talk about it. One of my runes gives me advantage on insight.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Nice.
Oh, garbage. 10.
10.
Mhm.
I don't know. How easy is Silas to read?
He's got a pretty stoic face.
Okay.
I mean,
Have you ever met a turtle before?
Just say.
I've probably not seen very many dwarves before either.
Probably not.
Not dwarves that are in between 5 feet and 20 feet
21.
Yeah.
yeah, in height. So
Giant.
That 1
dwarves.
foot matters.
yeah, definitely count every foot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Just learning.
Good. So you guys keep on going your way. Eventually, you do get to the edge of that massive glacier.
Yeah.
And you're able to kind of, it's just kind of like you're able to pull the boats ashore
Mm-hmm.
onto the ice and kind of find a nice flat area where you can kind of pull them up and put them in the snow. And you're on this icy, snowy landscape. Wind is kind of like wisping around, and has a little bit of like snow mixed in with it. So it's extremely cold. So if you have anything to bundle up,
I do have an idea though. I'll pull out my tankard. I'll say Elefarn, so it'll like fill up, and then I'll chug it.
okay.
So I'm trying to stay warm via alcohol.
He just whispered some kind of saying to his tankard, and it filled itself up. And now he's chugging it.
Do you want one? Elefarn, and then I'll
Yeah.
just hand it to you.
Okay. Yeah, down the whole thing.
It's a golden stein decorated with dancing dwarves and grain patterns.
It's a delicious mead inside.
I look over at Cop and says, I like these dwarves.
I'm just looking around like, oh, this is nice. It's like the mountains back home.
If
Starts
the
with
winds
my-
aren't like too bad, right?
No, it's not like. It's not
Okay.
gonna like. I mean, you can feel them blowing, but it's not like a storm or anything like that. So.
I don't think I have any. I mean, I'm wearing a bunch of leathers. Not like actual.
Rowan does kind of fly you in the direction of where those footprints were.
Okay.
So as you guys are getting, but you can see Rowan is kind of ahead, like flying Willow around, kind of in
Yeah.
a circle ahead. Where
Try and catch up.
okay, sure. And as you guys do, you can see there is a massive trail of footprints, giant footprints.
Gonna go jump in it.
Can
I fit it?
Yeah, and there's some snow like laying inside of them, so it looks like they have been through here like they passed through here a while ago,
Okay.
and some snow has filled in.
Making a Copic Angel in this shoe print.
There you go. Yeah, it looks like massive boot prints.
Okay. Well, we don't have a direction to head.
No, do we follow these?
I'm pretty good at that kind of thing.
I mean, do we want to follow these footprints or do we want to try and find a dragon?
We want to try to find the glowy ping ping.
Glowy pink.
Okay, copy. So that glowy ping ping that you saw on the big, large, fuzzy thing, that was just there. I don't think there's a glowy ping ping thing actually here.
Well, then how do we know when we find whatever's at the glowy ping ping?
We don't. That's like reading a map. You see someone X's something on the map, and you go there. There's not an X on the ground also. Right?
Okay, so where are we on this imaginary map?
That's a good question. One we need to try and figure out.
Okay.
Okay.
Navigator!
And you yell, right? Yeah. Okay.
One of the things
no
for
threats
survival,
here.
it says
Yeah.
guide your group through frozen wastelands as an example.
Yeah.
Can I try to do that too? Like identify like what might be causing this, and then being able to say what kind of direction it's going in.
Sure, go ahead.
Can I? Oh no, I don't think I could help very good.
14.
What's causing it? No idea.
Mhm.
It just baffles you.
Mhm.
But yeah, you think you can kind of navigate them around. The problem is, like, you can only see so far, and then it's like fog.
Mhm.
So it's going to have to be like, hey, let's pick a direction. You obviously can't go east, because east is the shore that you're on. So you have to pick if you want to kind of go north, if you want to go west, or if you want to go kind of like a southern direction. Because the tracks of the giant seem to be leading mainly towards kind of like the west, kind of towards the center, whereas they look like it almost looks like this creature came from like the north and then turned around and then started to go towards the center from the tracks that you guys see.
I'll relay that. Well, if we head west, we'll probably head toward the center, maybe.
Our iceberg is always shaped in a circle or square. I don't know anything about icebergs.
Oh, it's shaped like this.
Where did you get that?
It's a small piece of ice. I picked it up.
Your man?
Tastes like glue.
He's just here
Oh.
because he's good at what he does. That
Pull out a javelin and stick it into the ground. If we put one of these every 100 feet, we'll be able to fall back.
Can we see 100
got
feet?
like-
smartest thing he's ever said.
I got 36 on me.
That's
3,600 feet.
almost a mile. It's 2/3 of a mile. I don't
It's
think
not
we
more
need to
than
do
a
that.
mile.
What?
Let's hope it's not more than a mile.
Okay. Well, let's just walk.
There's some people to the south.
Wow. Who said that?
It's me, Yuka. You almost forgot me in the boat.
No, we did forget you.
I'm going to walk over, and before he can throw away, just going to pick him up with one hand. What are you? Are you a dragon?
I'm a penguin.
Are y'all where I am now, or am I still at the football?
I don't know if you're flying or did you?
They were
land?
probably flying overhead. They were at the footprints
Okay.
because Kopic had jumped
Yeah.
in. And he was
Topic,
like,
put him down.
He claims to be a penguin, but he talks. Rowan doesn't talk.
He's a penguin. Put him down.
Put him right onto his back. And I'm going to hold it there for a second and make like I'm reaching back for the axe. You're not a penguin. I'm going to cut your head off. And then let him go.
I promise I'm a penguin.
Then why can you talk?
I like to talk. I've always been able to talk.
Then you're not a penguin.
I am a penguin.
South. What's in this village?
More like a camp.
What's like
What lives
these
there?
these tracks like what's that way?
Oh, tracks. Band of ice giants found the place. Not sure why they're here. Perhaps maybe to slay the dragon. Good luck. Waddles around in a circle around all of you.
I'm gonna land.
They
now.
sound cooler.
Cooler.
Those giants sound cooler than the Goliaths we just fought, but who knows if they are friends or not.
Yuka, can you tell me about the dragon?
Dragon. Ugarit.
Let's
Ice
see.
breath.
You carrot. You know what that sounds like? You carrot?
Terrible,
Yuka.
terrible white dragon calls this realm home. Obsessed with gathering magical items. Yes.
I knew she wasn't in charge.
I think Yuka think white dragon makes lair at center spire of glacier. A permanently frozen vortex expands like a tornado reaching into the sky.
You are a smart penguin.
I am a smart
You're a
penguin.
very smart penguin.
Very smart penguin.
Does
That's
anyone else
why we shouldn't be mean to the penguin.
does anyone else
Looks
realize?
directly right at Kopic.
And Kopic is staring at the penguin. Does anyone else realize the stupid bird said the thing's name was Yukarat,
Bless you.
and its name is
Yeah.
Yuka?
You Garrett.
Yes, you carrot. I understand. You carrot, Yuka. You just cut the right out of your name.
I'm gonna try to find some like dried fish in my ration since I've been on a ship,
Okay.
and then like
Give it to the penguin.
give it to the penguin.
Yeah.
The penguin like immediately waddles
Yeah.
up to you. Like does the thing where
Yeah.
it like swallows it whole.
Yeah. I'll be like, thank you.
Don't feed the dragon. I have more magical items on me than I want the dragon to know about.
A little dry, but it was delicious.
It's a little salted too.
Yuka, how long has the dragon been here?
Dragon been here a long time.
As long as you could talk.
I could talk for a long time, but I can't remember things. I lost lots of my memories. I only remember here.
Were you elsewhere before? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't really know.
Would any of these giants or camp people help us slay the dragon?
Camp people call themselves Nebulous Arcanum. They appear to be searching for something and researching the area. Yuka can't get too close, though.
Why?
I don't know. I don't trust them all the way.
Did they ever try to poke you?
Not yet.
And the giants?
We stay away. I stay away from the giants.
Do they eat penguins?
Probably not. Penguin too small.
I'm just in the background like, well, it depends.
Not really sure about the giants. Trying to stay away from them for now.
This nebulous arcanum sounds interesting. Is this something we want to go investigate? Or do we want to just charge ahead to the dragon blind and probably die?
Hell yeah.
Well, if they're researching things, they might be researching, things.
Or is your neck okay?
No, I have a horrible crink in it. I just keep turning staring at Whitley.
I get it.
While we're sitting here talking, I'm going to use my divine sense and stare at the penguin.
Divine sense?
Oh my gosh.
What is it? The
Celestial
It's a demon.
fiend or undead?
It's a fiend for sure.
You get no sign of any of those.
He's penguin.
Oh, just means it's not one of those three.
Which means it could be a dragon.
Yes.
I really need detect magic. It would be a good spell to have. I don't even know if sorcerers can get detect magic. Well, I say we go check out this arcanum to learn more about how we're gonna die.
If
They would maybe know more about the dragon in this area in general.
Yeah.
More information means better decision making.
You know how we usually operate is just go in blind and try
Yeah.
our best. And usually that works pretty good. But our luck is getting shorter and shorter each time.
What do you mean?
If
we
Frost-
killed the dragon?
If frost giants are going to go attack a dragon, they might need help.
You died. You went unconscious like 8 times
Yeah.
fighting that dragon.
Oh, I'm still alive. Couldn't kill me.
And what about the dragon? It's dead?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it worked out.
exactly.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Kopic? Do you want to go check out the ice giants since they're your kin?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that, but at the same point, I know that other people have important things, and knowing whether or not we have to kill all of them before we're involved with the giants might be a good idea.
Something that you two would probably know with your giant knowledge is, if it is indeed frost giants, they're probably one of the hardest types of giants to be able to communicate, negotiate with, and come to agreements with. And they would almost culturally find it like a slap in the face to even think that they would need help to fight a dragon.
Please share that with me.
Nope.
Nope.
But we may need the help.
That's true.
I'm assuming they're speaking John.
Well,
Oh, yeah, we're
yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't want to talk to giants personally. I thought I was doing Copic a favor, but
It'd be kind of a shame if they were working together.
Yeah, but no, couldn't be.
what?
Blood's too bad for that.
What's the look, Willa?
Well,
Tell me.
mostly. If there's only one iceberg
You
to
know
live
how
on,
hard it is to talk to Kovic.
Yeah.
Okay,
they might figure that out.
that whole thread just clicked immediately. I know exactly where you're going.
What's-
We're gonna head to the Arcanum.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your intelligence?
Because you see what's
Same.
happening right now with the two of them talking?
Yes.
This is what would happen there.
Right.
And we can't course correct
No.
because we don't speak giant.
Right. Yeah. To the Arcanum we go.
Yep. Okay.
Sure. Wave to your kin, and we'll head the other way.
Well, we'll end up having to see him anyway. This is just means that if they're hunting for things that people have, we have to kill them before we can go see the giants. That way they don't come behind us with the knifey in the back like the penguin's going to do. Just glares at the penguin again.
Yes. But there's a shark.
It has a pointy beak. I was going to use it as a torpedo and throw it at that guy. But you know,
I'm
you
gonna-
him first.
South, you said?
I'm gonna pick him up, and just
Penguin?
and just carry him like a child.
Okay. Just, thank you.
Yeah.
South, you said? Towards
Yeah,
the Arcanum?
south, yeah.
Okay. Willa, do we want to go stealthily, or do we want to save that for later? Let's save that for later.
I would say save it for later. We can probably handle whatever this is. Not sure.
Okay.
They don't seem to be the biggest threat at the moment.
Who knows? We'll find out. Away we go.
All right.
I mean, we can still go carefully, but
Don't let the penguin go as we get close.
Loudmouth.
What I would like you guys to do is I want everybody to just roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
oh, this is so much pressure.
44.
3, good.
11.
11, 4,
13.
13. Okay. Mountain Man, Silas,
Mm-hmm.
you're traveling for a little bit of time. All of a sudden, there's this strange sensation in your hands. And your hands feel like they're getting warmer. And at first, it feels kind of nice.
It's that alcohol.
but then it starts to get a little bit like, kind of really warm. Like, you look down and your hands are glowing with like this orange red kind of glow. And it almost like comes up to, it tapers to your like your wrist, and then it fades out of color.
Shove my hands in the snow.
Shove your hands in the snow.
Yeah.
The snow starts to melt
Okay.
around your hands.
What is the how
What's
does the
wrong
penguin
with
feel
you?
about this?
The penguin looks in. Well, the penguin is you're holding. The penguin's like, "Oh no, not again! Put me down! Put you down!"
I will do that
And then
quickly.
it kind of waddles away.
What do you mean again?
As he tries to run away, I'm going to grab him and pick him up like this. Just
Oh, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot go anywhere. Just didn't want to be in his hands. His hands getting very hot.
What's
what do you mean again?
Oh, this is strange phenomenon that happened all around the place. See, your hands.
What happens?
Oh, strange
Mine are
things.
okay.
Strange things.
I'm going to do
I
shake
don't know,
water.
Casey.
I've seen people turn blue. I've seen people lose all their hair. I've seen some people just all of a sudden get electrocuted.
I'm going to do shake water and freeze my hands.
Okay, try to freeze your hands.
Yeah, so I just like keep grabbing snow and like
Okay.
freeze
And
my
it
hands.
just as fast as you can get snow and ice on your hands,
Yeah.
it's melting away.
Okay, I'll just keep doing it.
You good?
I'm
Does
just going
it,
to try and keep them cool.
Does it keep
If the
getting
axe is
hotter,
cold
or
to
does
the
it
touch, I
stop?
can-
It's
Hold
just super hot. Like their hands are super hot.
I'm
I was
gonna-
asking Yuka if it stops.
Oh, you
yeah.
if we keep going, eventually it'll stop.
I'm gonna put both my hands on the cold axe.
Okay.
See if that does anything. The magical cold and the magical hot. Like
It's just
It's
it's
an icy
basically
hot
just
pack.
it's like it's icy hot. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can put it on your back and you'll be all good. No, it just goes like sss, and just keep a constant state of
okay.
like melting, but nothing happens to the axe. Like it's fine.
Okay.
Nothing happens to your
But-
hands. Like they stay.
Does it cool it off a little bit? Does it feel better?
I mean,
than...
you guys are. It's not painful.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's just warm.
I thought they were going to explode.
Now you feel like if you reached out and touched somebody with your hands right now,
Mhm.
it might hurt them because you just melted a bunch of ice. Like,
You can melt a penguin.
That's why
But
he
it's not
said let
hurting,
go.
But it's not like it's not causing. I mean, it's not comfortable, but it's
Yeah.
not hurting you.
Okay. I'll cool with the cantrips for a little
I'm cool with.
while.
What could cause something like this? Did you hear what Yuka said?
Knowing my knowledge of surrounding magics in the weave and Marlin's magic, can I roll an Arcana check? to see
You
what's
don't
happening?
have to roll.
Yeah.
Because of everything that Marlon has talked to you about.
Yeah.
You have a feeling like this area is affected, like the weave
Mm-hmm.
is in a state of just imbalance. And that in certain areas that you walk across this space, there's going to be, could be random effects that happen. It could be just random magical mishaps. There could be anything is possible when the weave is this discombobulated.
Cool. Yeah, just be careful. don't cast stuff right now.
Okay.
If so, like,
and by the way, just for the record, out of game, I did have all this planned before we just did it. And
Sure.
but like
That
my clothes
level
seem
too?
fine.
Oh,
They're just
wow,
hot,
that's great.
like gloves.
You want to put gloves on? You have gloves?
Like I want to. Maybe
you already wearing
maybe not
gloves?
my gloves.
Okay.
I would have already been wearing gloves.
Okay, what kind of gloves?
Probably just like leather.
Okay, they burst into flames.
Oh no.
Your
Not my
hands are
good
like
gloves.
I'm just like so disappointed
on
right now.
fire.
These are expensive.
I'll cast them off as quickly as I can.
Okay.
When they do that, it'll be like, I can't pick these up otherwise. Still, would you mind picking these up?
Oh,
I'm very sorry.
Just sort of pat him into the snow, put the fire out.
Like, yeah.
There's this. They're like blackened and charred and have holes all through them now, but they're steaming and wet from being in the snow.
Well, actually, I'm wearing plate mail. Well, not plate mail, just plate. So, would that be metal? Presumably.
Yeah.
Typically, it would have like metal on the back of it, but it would still be a leather underglove.
Still, yeah. So it would probably be like a glove underneath that has
So-
holes and stuff in it.
Yeah.
So like, armor's still good, but gonna need a little work on the inside. But once we find somewhere to sit down, we can have Obu take a look. She's got all the scarves and whatnot.
She gets excited about that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I could put sequins on it. That's just-
She would.
Okay. So we just keep walking, I guess, until it fades.
Just don't touch yourself or you'll light yourself on fire.
I walk like this.
So you guys keep on walking. You guys are walking for quite some time, and it almost seems like the sun is starting to set.
Okay.
Just start tossing Yuka from hand to hand.
This is actually fun. You can seem to be enjoying that.
So, I'll pull out like a torch, and like the torch part, I'll put my hand where I would ignite the torch,
It immediately ignites.
and I'll be like, "Would you mind holding this?"
At the bottom of the handle almost starts to ignite before you hit it. Through.
Double-sided torch. I'll do dancing lights.
Okay, dancing lights. In the distance, you guys can see what looks like a small flicker of what seems to be firelight.
You better not to catch them off guard.
Do this with like the owl, like land here.
Yeah. I was trying not to
With
catch
the
them.
orange glow of
Yeah.
your hands.
I don't think we need to sneak up on every situation that we go into. Let's just...
We could light an arrow on fire, shoot it through the air, and scream, "Oh!" like you do when you're looking for land in
Let's
mist.
not.
And-
Let's not do that one.
light their tents on fire?
Make it look like we're attacking them.
Yeah. Shoot 3 or 5 arrows.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, hold up! Light the penguin on fire. We can shoot a penguin.
Thought it was a dragon, copy.
We'll already be on fire anyways.
There'll be a dragon once the penguin runs out of life. That's what happens to Obu and Willow.
Oh, boy.
They turn into a mouse, you go splat, and poof, they're them again.
Okay. Yeah,
That
we
makes
go.
sense.
We go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk up to the fire or light or whatever it is.
And you guys have dancing lights, torches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eventually, your glowing hands, the light kind of dissipates from them,
Okay.
and the discomfort goes away. And you guys don't have the flammable hands anymore. You can. It takes a little while walking closer to it to this site, but you can also see as you're getting closer that the firelight starts to kind of. From a distance, it looked like a single fire, but as you're getting closer, it looks like there were like a few fires that were kind of stirred up. The ones there's like an orange glowing one kind of in the center, and it looks like there's like blue firelight coming from a couple of the other ones in front. And as you guys start to see this place, you can also see what you would recognize as some dancing lights kind of pop up and kind of like a perimeter like in your direction. And you can see that there are 3 individuals kind of standing in front of some of the blue firelight ahead of you. If you want, we can move this out of the way, and I can kind of give you a visual representation of what you guys can see.
I just had the thought of just dumping all the minis on the table. Probably shouldn't. We can leave the crew on there. We need.
And if you take the water, if you want to take the water up, there's a snowy ground underneath.
Ooh.
So you guys can pull all that up.
I don't have room over here. Do you have room behind you, Matthew?
I can make it work.
Got the tripod over there. Probably could still use these. Let it snow. Let it snow.
Basically, I need to make like a circle in the center around this fiery brazier here, and I got 2 igloos, and I've got these 3 tents, and we just need to make like a little. You guys can take. I can grab all the ice if you guys want to hand me the ice, or just leave a couple in there to make little
Mounds of snow.
mounds of snow. And actually, Robert, if you want to, these right here, you just have to pretend that these are blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're using
those
our
go in a circle around the whole.
Alright, I got it.
Okay.
Start sending them
As many-
over.
As many as we need to do that. And then here's the charter. If you want to take, I've got a bunch of like snowy trees in there. If you want to just put the snowy trees kind of around the outside a little bit, and you'll get kind of like a representation.
And what about this blue dragon in here?
Found it.
He's being carried by Copic right now.
Here you go. Have some trees. for
He's got a
yourself.
little note on the bottom that says penguin.
These
What's
are
that
awesome.
Honestly, that's
Yeah,
all
what
like
about
stuff
you?
that was like given to me, and I just kind of threw some bases in some of them, and some of them already had good enough bases, so I kept them.
Do you want to use
And some
these
more trees.
toilet brush looking
Trees
trees?
with the trees.
Or just the green? The dark
You don't
green?
have to put them all in there.
Oh,
just,
okay.
just whatever.
Yes, we do. You made them.
Forest.
if I made them all, you got.
Let me play with my toys.
Or take that one tree out
They
of the
need more
middle.
trees.
We'll keep a gap there. What we got to do is we'll put these 3 individuals like somewhere in the center circle, and we'll say that you guys are kind of approaching from this direction, and these are the 3 first people that you see.
So where are we coming from?
You guys are coming from here over towards me, and this. And these guys are kind of standing out in front, but you see these 3 individuals under some dancing lights as well. So.
Most of us, I don't have Big Man. Oh, Big Man's already over there.
All right.
Penguini the Dragon.
Penguini the pasta dragon.
Pastafarian Penguin.
Hail.
You can see they're still like you can definitely tell they're trying to like stop you or gain your attention before you get too close. You said the dancing lights was like 120 feet.
Well, it can be, but
Can be.
I'm just going to put them in a circle like 20 feet around us.
Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna kind of put them ahead, probably like 60 feet zone. So when you get to about 60 feet, like you can still see them illuminated and stuff.
Okay.
And
Are they armed?
It looks like they are. I mean, you don't see like heavy armor on them. The 3 people that you can see, the one in the middle looks like to be like a rather tall and slender female elf. She has long, wavy silver hair from this distance. And it looks like she has this beautiful kind of like walking cane that she's kind of leaning on. From that distance, that's what you guys can see. On this side, there is what looks to be male dwarf with a long cloak. Looks like he has a brown hair and beard mixed with a little bit of gray as he's standing there. And you can also see on the other side there looks like to be a female tiefling mage of some kind of deep gray skin and wears a long black cloak with purple trim. And the elf in the middle with a long wavy kind of silver hair, she kind of calls out in this elegant elvish voice and is looking at all of you and saying, Who chooses to travel this way?
Curse these blasted lands. We are the crew of the Emerald Destiny.
The Emerald Destiny. And what is your purpose?
And the Anvil Tide.
We're here to seek adventure and work and new discoveries, newfound lands.
And someone to cook our dinner. I'm going to hold the penguin.
The one mage is kind of like, all three of them are kind of like looking at you guys suspiciously, like they're not sure whether to trust you or not. And you guys can, you roll insight for that. But what do you seek adventure honestly?
By way of doing no harm that would do us no harm, and harming those who would harm us. This is as honest as we can be.
Well, we are in need of workers. It just depends on where your skills lie.
No good with a pickaxe, but I
can probably throw you across the whole length of your camp.
I'm good with
a skill, I
Smith tools.
guess.
I don't really want to be thrown.
Well, it's more a demonstration of strength, but you look frail. I wouldn't want to throw you. You'd break.
We do inquire for work. If you would have us. May we come by the fire? It's quite cold.
Our apologies. Step forward. She kind of invites you forward.
You said we could roll insight, so 18.
Insight for...
He said he didn't have to roll.
No,
oh, okay.
He was,
Sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't have to even roll.
I misheard
We're
that.
still not really trusting you.
As
as you get closer, the tiefling girl goes over to the elf and says, I think he was saying he could sweep you off your feet.
She's like, I want him to throw me.
The elf kind of smiles and then just...
Do we hear this? Is there...
Make a perception check. Let's see if Kopic hears it.
No, he doesn't. That Mocha Tropic and Kristen. Starbucks will be open, right?
11?
Probably not. They said something, but you didn't hear what they said.
Basically, I see them, and then the tiefling look at me laughing, like...
Kopic's a married man. He's got like 12 wives.
He does.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Desert wives, they're Gerudos, basically.
He just keeps like forgetting about him.
Honestly,
Actually, yes. It's
I don't think we even told them that we were leaving.
Yeah.
They didn't speak They didn't speak!
Also true.
Yeah, they couldn't talk.
You married them without speaking to them.
I didn't know I married them.
But
You just fell asleep beside somebody and woke up married.
The dwarf kind of looks at you as you're coming in.
Mm-hmm.
What vessel did you say that you were from?
Anvil Tide.
Tide. What happened to it?
It was lost.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Appreciate it.
So some interesting ruins you've got there.
Thank you.
Perhaps we can have a conversation about that later.
course. I'm rather handy with the forge. Y'all need any kind of services with that? I could get something together.
Well, we do have something perhaps that you can look at.
Okay.
As you guys start stepping through the snow to this central brazier, and you can feel the warmth coming from the fires. As the hour comes back up to. So basically, you can see also in the camp there are 3 others that are present. There is a black female with long, dark, curly hair. And as you get closer, you can see that she has kind of bright golden eyes. And she's wearing some long robes. And you can see that there is a necklace around her neck, on the bottom of it, which is kind of like a bright, several-pointed star upon her chest. The female elf who kind of addressed you guys first, one with the long, wavy, silvery hair.
She's a human, the first one?
The first one's a wood elf.
Wood elf,
When you get closer, you can look at it. And she's wearing
That explains all the wood.
a necklace around her neck as well that has a symbol of a blank scroll on her chest. The dwarf has a amulet that looks to be like these stylized flames that keep on going up and almost like spirally wrapping around one another as they go up. The tiefling, the female tiefling, as you got closer, you can see not only does she have that deep gray skin, but she has purple eyes. And you see there's another female woman here present. She's probably like in her early 50s with short brown hair and brown eyes. But she looks, like a supermodel. Like, she is gorgeous and very beautiful. She has an earring in her ears. She has 2 earrings in her ears that look like a symbolic tree with her earrings. There is a younger man there. He looks like he reminds you a lot of like Anster. Like he's a younger kid, probably 16 to 18, with short black hair and black eyes. And I believe that's all of them that I
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 6.
Okay.
Wood elf, female human, male dwarf, male human, another female human, and then female tiefling.
Yeah, I have 6.
Okay.
You keep those notes.
The long, wavy, silvery hair
Is the
elf,
wood elf.
kind of as you guys are coming through, says, "My name is Gilme Eland. I am the leader of this expedition. We call ourselves Nebulous Arcanum. I thought I would at least give you my name since you guys have given me the information that we asked of you. Where do you come from? What you doing here?"
Thank you, Gilney.
Pull the penguin over. You're right.
You see, I told you.
We ran across this talking penguin, and he's confused. My name is Silas. I'm the captain of the Emerald Destiny.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Silas. I'm sorry that our accommodations aren't much better than what we can offer here.
I didn't think you were expecting visitors.
We weren't. We have sent requests to other agencies and countries about sending us their finest individuals in the studies of our arcana and other things about the weave of magic to try to discern this place.
Is this Arcanum sponsored by a particular nation, or is it just a collective?
It's a collective.
Okay.
Really, we stumbled upon this land, and it has raised many questions. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to gather too many answers for. So, it seems like the more we research, the more we study, the more questions we add to our list without getting any answers at all.
Well, half the time we can find the answers you're looking for, and the other half the time we just kind of get rid of those problems without finding the answers. So we're a 50-50 in operation here.
Well, we have, there are lots of issues, that's for sure. We're just having a hard time doing all the research that we need to do because of all the other creatures that seem to be drawn to the area.
This is not the first phenomenon of weather changes that we've seen.
Oh, that's the first one I seen. Just like side comment.
Weird talking animals show up here a lot. They can hold the penguin up by the back of its neck.
Yes, animals do talk. Here, anyway.
So it's not normal.
Oh, no.
This isn't a penguin, then it might be something else, pretending to be a penguin.
It looks like a penguin to me. See, I told you.
May have them
I'm
fooled.
a penguin.
I'll find out what you really are.
Oh dear.
If you've been able to request more supplies and things, you must be a decently funded group.
Well, it's hard to get supplies here, that's for sure. The icebergs make it very tricky.
So do the high jumpers. Have you heard of them?
Yes, there are groups of tribes that come about here sometimes and
Different people.
see if they can
Countries.
take advantage of it. The glacier itself continues to expand. It's actually expanded to the shoreline of the country of Finland.
Have you heard anything about someone or something called the ice breath?
Yes, we're aware. That's really what's preventing us from getting all of our research done.
Is it a talking penguin?
No, we're not researching the talking penguin, but the talking penguin might.
No, it's just ice breath.
That's not ice breath.
But you said its name was Yucatan or something.
Yucatan. That's
Yucatroid, Yucarot, that's it, Yucarot.
Megatron?
Decepticon?
Eucarot, that's it. Eucarot.
Eukaryotes are
Ugarit, the white dragon that goes by ice breath. It prefers ice breath because it feels like it. Those dragons, they feel like their nicknames tend to draw the chill in the bones of their adversaries, you know.
Just give it a habanero, it'll be fine.
I'll turn to you and be like, stinky breath.
Yeah, I heard rumors that there was a black dragon of that name at some point. I don't know if it still exists.
Well, the Queen of the Desert doesn't exist anymore. We killed Priscilla.
Do you know of
The Muffin Man.
the Muffin Man?
Who lived on Drury Lane? It's in Westminster.
The tiefling steps forward and hearing what you said. Did I hear that you slayed a dragon?
Show her some of the scales.
I'm going to my pouch and pull out some of the scales.
She goes, that is quite impressive.
Queen of the Sand Dunes,
Sand
Queen of the Desert, Queen of the something or other.
Really?
Big blue hairy thing. Well, not hairy, but
Scaly.
Scaly thing.
big blue scaly thing.
You killed Sully from Monsters Inc.?
Yes. You're trying to scare my little boo here.
But yeah, the tiefling looks intrigued at the fact that they're just like amazed.
Our list of accomplishments is something.
And
We're
she-
trained the turtle to speak.
the tiefling kind of
And now a
looks
penguin.
towards this long silver-haired elf, Gilmay. Is that right? Gilmay, yeah. Gilmay, and they kind of like exchange a glance, and you see Gilmay say, "No, Amrin, just because they have slain another dragon doesn't mean that they could slay Ice Breath. We're not going to send a group to their death. That'd be suicide."
On the contrary, We're probably just gonna go.
Yeah,
We're sort of heading that direction.
we're probably headed that way, anyways.
See, the reason we're here is to study. There was something found here not too long ago. It's a piece of stone, but it doesn't seem to be made out of any kind of stone that is from anything that we recognize, coming from this planet. This realm.
Do you have it?
We do.
Would you be willing to show it to me?
You see them all kind of look at each other and say,
And Kopic will very carefully hand the penguin to Big Man.
Big man.
And
Man
then
over
go
here.
over and say, reach back and pull out the plasma rifle.
they all just puzzled look at that in your hand. What are the younger kid? Like, what is that?
Gonna look over at one of the trees. And again, do the heavy blast and just literally melt the tree with the acid blast.
It fires
Just
over.
firewood for the
It
week.
just hits the tree in the trunk. You see the tree start to and it go into the snow.
Which one?
They all bounce back as this. There you go. They bounce back from it, and you can see that the smoke is just pouring off the top of this blast.
Stop back. As you
The
can see,
kid's
as you can see, we found some things that ain't exactly from around here.
and Gilbert kind of looks. I will show you what we found if you will let us study that for a moment's time as well.
Yes, you may do that.
I'm gonna can I make an insight check and see if she's on the up and up? I want to make sure I'm gonna get my toy back.
All
Yeah,
50.
sure.
They probably need to take it from you.
But I'm getting it. You said you're
Good
helping
to
me.
fall in more.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay.
For the good of the realm, of course.
21.
21. She seems like she's honest. Like she
Okay.
just is intrigued and has never seen anything like that before.
Well, sort of take it out and hold it to your hands and get ready to sit down and take what they're studying.
Yeah, she looks at the black female and says to her, "Endlin, go to my place of study and retrieve the item." And she walks into one of the igloos and comes back, holding something with two hands, and it's covered with some kind of black, almost material that looks kind of like what the tablecloth is made out of there, and starts to unravel it in front of you guys. And it looks like, at first it looks like a black kind of stone, like a black metal, but it's really hard and really reflective. Like you can see the light shining off of it, but it has pits all through it, kind of like a meteorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Does it look like the obsidian that we saw in the desert, where the lightning struck the sand?
At first, when you look at it, it kind of has the same kind of quality, but then you this is a material out of game, it's more like a metal than it is of a stone.
Okay.
So
I'll
and
hand
it
this over
looks
to her
like it
and
clearly there's a part where it's clearly broken off of something larger.
I'll go hold out his hands and take it from her.
Please be very careful with that. It took a lot of time to find that.
We are potentially aware of a group that is searching for this object, and I do not know how friendly they would be to discover that you are in possession of it.
Unfriendly.
Or, yeah, unfriendly. They,
On site.
as far as we know, need this to
Return home.
return back to their extraplanar home.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there would be many who would like to get their hands on such an object. And it appears this object is very, very powerful. Unfortunately, we can't study the nature of it because it is separated from its much larger piece. It's been quite elusive so far.
As Topic's looking at, I'm going to try to do something stealthy because I have a couple of extra plasma coils that I have that power that rifle.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm, set it on my lap and looking at it, I'm going to just go into my pouch and take one of the plasma coils and try to, touch it up against this metal object.
What are you trying to...
Just see if it gets any sort of charge, if it pulls anything from it, any reaction to having a power source against it.
You don't really... It doesn't really react.
Okay.
You don't get any kind of change or anything like that you notice.
Do I think I'd be able to work it with smithing tools?
The object that you're holding in
Yeah.
your hand, you're not really sure. It looks like it's extremely hard, whatever it is.
Maybe we should give that back for now.
I'll give it back once I get my back.
They'll give it. Oh, okay, fair. They are studying it.
Huh.
Yeah, you can see they're kind of looking at it and just facial expressions read that they're just baffled. The dwarf kind of holds on to it and he's looking at it. He eventually kind of walks up to you and brings it back to you. We appreciate you letting us take a look at this. Some type of great weapon.
Looking for a weapon.
Hmm?
My players were looking for a weapon.
Was it a weapon?
That's what
Gobble will take it in and stow it back and look at this.
We
I thought it was part of
asked
the
where you
ship
found
to
it.
get home.
We found it from where it's not. Looking at this again, does it look like it's potentially a piece of the ship we were in?
Doesn't look like a piece of ship. No.
And I'm not getting.
Keep it to yourself.
Wait a second, let me see.
I tell him.
Looking to see here. I don't think I have anything else. That will
Well,
help me.
while you're looking
Yeah.
through that, as the person who's proficient with smithing tools, can I tell anything else about the strange object?
With what was already said, not really.
Okay.
Looking over, I mean, you guys are all about can take a look at it. It's just looks like a chunk of metal pits all through it, and I mean, it reminds you of this. It's like a shiny cast iron almost
Okay.
chunk of something.
I'm just looking at it.
Well,
I thought it might be from the same place, but it just, I don't know.
What
I got-
services were you thinking of hiring us for?
And I'm going to hand this back to the back
Oh,
window.
yeah.
I'm
Place
good.
it gingerly back in.
Telepathically speak to Kopic and say, if I remember correctly, they said they were looking for a weapon they lost, not a part of their ship.
And I don't. Have we ever? Can I talk back to you or no?
I
we just
would
did
say
the
you can. Yeah.
Copic's just gonna. I'll go around, but it doesn't make me think of it. It's not from here, but it's not the ship.
I agree.
Maybe it's dragon poop.
Definitely not that.
You're on the right.
Silas, as they walk by you with this thing
Mm-hmm.
in their hand, they kind of just you see it and you take a look at the thing as they're carrying it, and all of a sudden you just get this flash vision
Okay.
of lightning, cold water sensation, and then darkness, and you snap out of it almost immediately.
Give me one moment, please. Is she carrying it?
Well, the dwarf's carrying it, but she was walking right beside it.
Oh, okay. May I place a hand on it?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to place a hand on it. Arcana check.
You want to kind of check?
Yeah.
Okay. The minute you place your hand on it, you get another snap vision of the same thing, like heavy wind, heavy rain, lightning, a huge splash of water, and just this feeling of cold just all over your body. even with the heat all around from the fire, you just feel like it's almost like you just got splashed with cold water, and then you like burst out of it. You can make an Arcana check.
That'd be me. 21.
21. What exactly with the Arcana check are you trying to decipher about?
I want to try and ascertain if there's any connection to the weave. With this
Indeed.
metal. Okay.
You feel like this is a piece of the source of what could possibly be causing this place to be like this.
Okay. I just snap out of it, and thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Master Silas. And they take the item back into the igloo.
Sorry, as I was saying, is there anything you could hire us for what services do you need?
Well, our issue lies in we're trying to find more pieces of this. Our thinking is that if we can find the rest of it and find some way to get all the pieces in the same area, even if we can't reconstruct it, perhaps we can get perhaps the arcane nature of the object will start to reveal more of its true magical power. With just such a small piece, we're able to decipher.
Well, do you have any leads on where the rest of it is?
Well, we fear that maybe more of it will be... I hate to say it, but within the central ice tunnels.
So with the dragon?
Unfortunately, yes. And the closer that we try to get, even if we're going through the tunnels, the dragon always seems to chase us away.
So why don't you just kill it? Really ain't that hard.
It was really hard, actually.
We're more about seeking knowledge than we are about such a physical confrontation with an ancient creature.
Copy, they're not as powerful as we are, just...
I'm gonna turn to Bay Red and enjoy it. So nerds.
Gross. In giant.
Nerds.
Could you tell me more about the dragon's actions, its attitudes towards others being around? Does it keep to its own territory? Is it...
Garrett keeps to himself primarily. I have heard, and we were able to hear some rumors about that other tribes and other peoples have been coming. Yes. Love it. Other tribes have been coming here to hope to serve the beast.
What about frost giants?
I wouldn't think that a group of frost giants would come to serve, but I did hear a rumor that frost giants have discovered this place. It seems odd that they have come this far. They usually like to stay to the north, very far north or very far south, so it seems odd that they would travel this far, but they would marvel in this icy environment and atmosphere. And they would love a good dragon hunt.
Maybe we can convince them to help us.
Not help them.
No, they help us.
Exactly.
We're just wee little people. We can use help from big folk like them.
The dwarf that's there kind of chuckles off to the side. An alliance with frost giants. That's a tall order.
Good thing I'm a tall person.
You have big aspirations.
Dragons
I
are my
have a
kid.
mountain of a task ahead of you.
You're just gonna keep bringing up the dwarf in the room, ain't you?
It's like traveling to school through the snow, uphill both ways.
Barefoot and naked, yeah. Thanks, Dad.
30 pounds of textbooks.
How tall is the other dwarf?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
I'm shorter
So-
than you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like 4.5, probably. 4.5.
Yeah. it's usually the height
Yeah.
limit is like 5, but I got the roll 3d4, add that to your height.
Mm.
Well, we can... If we were to steal from the dragon, surely it would spell our demise. So slaying the dragon is probably our best bet. Or...
Cut and run.
I didn't realize.
Cut and run right back here.
The tiefling, Amryn walks up to Gilmay and says, let's be honest, Gilmay, this is the best shot we've had so far. Once the dragon is out of the way, who's going to stop us? Finally.
I mean, we'll kill it if we have to.
Oh, look at the tiefling. Do I get the feeling that this...
Yeah, I'm very curious about their motivation.
Yeah,
Is it-
I'm looking at this tiefling as they're having this conversation. Do I think she's looking for... Are they being on the up and up with us?
Go ahead and make insight checks. Anybody who would like to?
Yeah. I didn't like the way she said that.
Nat 20 for 25.
I'm not gonna roll.
If-
I'm not really worried about their goals.
Okay.
Insight,
23.
Insight. 19.
23? 19?
23-19.
Nat 20 for 25.
25. Okay. They all appear to seem like they're on the up and up. Although, you're feeling from Amryn is more of like, I don't really know these people. And
Who
if we send them
cares?
to kill the dragon and they don't come back, what loss is it to us?
And Amron's a tiefling?
Yeah.
Amber's a tiefling. But your sense from Gilmay is she's kind of she's biting her tongue about it. She's not telling you yes or no, but you can tell like she's more of the mindset of I don't really want to send these people to their death.
Yeah.
Whereas it seems like Amryn kind of is like, I don't know them, so
What do I
they,
care?
they say they killed a dragon, so I got that to stand on. So
A difference in alignment there.
yeah, it's
Is-
difference in alignment. That's exactly what it is.
Is there anything that you guys have that could assist us in this endeavor?
Well, I mean, we can offer
It's
you
awfully cold.
a warm place of rest.
That-
I'll take it.
It's safe here.
Mhm.
This is one of the few places that we were able to keep it safe. And she kind of points to all like the blue flames that are kind of like around. We have a way of controlling this area and protecting it.
So it's what you're saying is dragon proof.
She says, dragon resistant. I wouldn't call it proof.
And it's because of blue lights?
Those blue lights do keep this place safe, yes.
What else is
Could-
there out here other than dragons?
I've seen
Penguins?
white wolves,
Oh.
larger than men. I've seen men transformed into creatures that roam about. I've now seen several animals that can talk. And there, I would imagine through the icy tunnels there's a lot more things that I have not seen. This land is very peculiar. Strange things keep happening, and every day it feels like I learn something new.
Our hands turn bright red. as if with fire.
Really?
And then I'll show them like the inside of like my gloves,
Oh,
and I'd be like absolutely charred.
I'm sorry about your gloves. That's terrible. That's-
Could you do that blue light thing to my armor? And make it resistant to a dragon.
Or maybe a torch.
I don't care if the dragon needs a torch. I care if it needs my armor.
She looks
Because
at
I'm
you.
in my armor.
She looks at you and says, unfortunately, I can't really do it on an object. It has to be more like a place, location.
Can it be mobile?
It cannot. It stays in the same location. I'm sorry.
What if you do it on top of a table and then we take the table with us?
You'd have to constantly be standing on the table.
I'm okay with that.
We're not.
This is
We
starting
strap
to
the table to the back of the turtle. The turtle walks on all fours, and I'm dragon resistant.
This
We
is,
don't even know what that means.
this is just a John Wick movie of above the table, under the table.
Let us,
No, me.
yeah.
Maybe even ice.
Broccoli?
You carrot?
Are the most, so our penguin friend here told us there's a spire in the center of the island.
Yes. The icy vortex that seems to go on to the sky. Yes.
So do those tunnels lead there?
They do. The
Okay.
tunnels go up and down through the vortex.
Is it safer to travel through the tunnels than it is on top of the land?
Not really any place is safe here.
Right.
Marginally
What if
safer.
we fly?
With the
thing-
expectation we're going to run into a
The
dragon.
thing about the tunnels is, unfortunately, the visibility is difficult in the tunnels because of the way the tunnels were formed is it almost seems as if like this vortex was once water and then froze immediately, and the air gaps in between the vortex created the tunnels.
How far away is the spire?
It's a few miles in that direction. She points towards the
Miles.
center.
Okay. A few miles.
What
Like
if
less
we-
than 10?
Probably about in that zone. Probably around in there.
Okay.
What if we flew to the top of the vortex and then slid down the icy thing down to the middle of it?
I actually like this idea. For once.
What if we took the eagles to Mordor? Oh.
One does not simply walk to the spire. You fly the eagles to the spire, then you dive in and you belly flop. Well, that begs another question. If we kill the dragon, does that mean everything just turns into water and we all end up underwater?
As we saw with the desert,
It'll
the
take
storm did
time.
not pass after we left. The dragon.
I'll approach
You weren't here. The
my
storm
fellow
kinda
dwarf.
kept going.
Yeah.
and I'll say,
He said it'll take time for the environment to
I think I know what you
disconnect
need
from
right
the
now.
weave.
What is that?
ill friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I'll let him drink 3 pints.
He like takes it, and it looks like he's trying to hide it from the others that are around.
Yeah,
If you don't mind.
yeah.
And he got you something
Yeah.
on his chin. He's like, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Hands it to you.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, as you guys have all met these individuals, that's where we're going to end this episode.
Hooray.